Oh man, and that was the third time I got crabs. Hi everybody, welcome to Dice Soup, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 here at patreon.com/OnceUponAD20. Whoo-wee! Good day. Full soup, or at least as full as we get these days.
It's nice.
It's a good time. Everything or most things as it should be. But so everybody else suddenly got quiet because they realized that we have to quit making Stronko jokes and get right into it.
Still make Stronko jokes.
Oh no, I mean we still make Stronko jokes.
Stronko make you into joke with Taiga and Dildo, you lie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ask anybody.
Just had to stick it, didn't you?
Stuck the landing. Perfect. No.
I am so glad that a character I randomly created has become so beloved.
One day, Stronko will have a shirt. I believe
Lot
in us.
hates him so much.
Yeah, he does. Our friend Lot hates Stronko.
Stronko and Horatio will both have shirts. I promise.
I love that.
Oh gosh, yes, Horatio.
What if
I put this out into the universe.
Stronko painting Horatio? It's so
Yes!
As much as I love
Taiga,
Stronko, the only way I will wear a shirt with Horatio on it is if you have forcibly put me into it.
That can be arranged.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Challenge.
Please do. Oh no, I'm being forced to put the shirt on. Oh no.
Hey,
Oh no, I'm being handled by 3 large men. Whatever shall I do? No. Wacky waving inflatable arm row.
so what I'm hearing is that there is a ceiling.
Oh my. But yeah, see, this is what we're dealing with today. So that's okay, because this is the mood. This is the right mood with which to approach the Jewel of Marquette, the city of Ank'Harel. It is in fact a bawdy and beautiful place. We explored the districts of it that you could see from the top of the skyport, which I'm going to make sure to actually put the right label on, because I described it poorly at first and then I corrected myself because retconning exists.
Retconningly here.
I'm so glad
I invoke the powers of retconningly.
that I've
Retconning,
accidentally created a Titanic level deity for us through retcon.
Oh, don't worry. I have invoked the retconningly rights in my other games too. My live game, my Friday night game. They all know it now. It's spreading medically.
You have to make sure, though, when you invoke retconningly, that you hear him arrive. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So you got to do the retconningly here.
Yeah.
Speaking of live games, though, this August, if you're in South Carolina, Georgia, or North Carolina, come down to Charleston Nerd Fest. I'm going to be running a game.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you're a nerd?
No way. I don't believe it.
What is
When the
this
hell were you going
heresy?
to tell us this?
Look, a good friend of mine that is present once told me that nerds are fly.
That's true.
Oh,
Wait, no, that's the heel now, right? Anyway. Y'all were just telling me that. I don't know. I don't actually watch wrestling, but yes, the group had split off for a bit after officially registering Captain Quintana, or not Quintana. I always default to that one because she was an old character of mine.
Quinoa.
Yeah, Captain Quinoa, Captain Quince. That was why I had started calling her Quince, honestly,
Captain
because
Quinoa.
it was easier for my brain to separate
Captain
Quintessa
Quinoa was a
and.
really healthy superhero.
It's true. But officially deregistering Captain Quince from her previous employer, who seemed actually very interested in the Baron of Debatoire that walked in his door. more so to organize a dinner with the Baron and Debatoire that walked in his door, but then Akira decided that it would not just be one Baron Debatoire, but two Barons Debatoire.
Yes.
Utilizing the Corfeller Express, delivering the promised teleport that he was there for, teleported you right to the base of the Mother's Lighthouse, and accidentally incurring the attention of the lighthouse keeper, for whom a couple of you know will literally obsessively talk your ear off if given the chance, and he in true Corfell fashion sacrificed himself for the greater good. Sent himself as temporary as this one's life is. He knows that that the greater good is served by you all being able to get on with it, and is still there.
Love that description right there.
Is still there to this hour, entertaining the old lady. But
Go.
yeah, run, save yourselves, I believe was his exact quote.
Someone play taps for Corfellish.
You fools.
Yes.
Pour one out for Corfellish.
And getting back your locally sourced Luca, heading back to Marquette.
Is this Luca local?
Yeah, he is. And
Organic, I suppose.
Large
no
and
free- no-
organic.
this one is
No
in fact
freezing involved.
organic, all bones.
Gluten free too, you might say.
See, I do like my Luca to be bone-in.
Whew, well done.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Nope, that broke me. Take your inspiration. I was
already have
keeping
one.
it and I couldn't. Okay, pass it on to somebody.
Watch my expression.
Who needs
stay
inspiration?
completely impassive.
Who needs inspiration? I give it out like candy.
Well, I mean, if you're giving it out, I'll take a piece.
Take it.
Okay, take his. It's ricocheting off of him.
Bada bing.
Bada boom. So
Forget about it.
heading up into the ridge where you saw at a slightly steeper angle than initially described, the shipyards right there at the edge of the ridge. The Alsfarine Union Shipyard. Walking in, seeing the Captain Quince, whom you had left here to attend to her business. You see her filling out some not insignificant amount of paperwork, but as well, there are a few others of the boat, the Silver Sun, whom you'd recognize: Avala, the Fire Genasi, Jaria, the navigator in training, who was constantly with the captain as she was learning, Spencer and Twiggy and Teller, all Mapak, all of them having abandoned ship, as it were, and are all signing off their commissions for the Silver Sun, and becoming free agents once again. Very officially changing ship.
I'm glad Mopok's coming over.
Oh yeah, got your Dragonborn, got your definitely somewhat human-looking humans, gnomes, dwarves, but
Human-looking humans, huh?
yes,
Human, dwarves, am I?
yes,
Human than a human?
as opposed to the gnome-looking humans.
Yes, the gnome-looking humans. I said what I said.
Actual distinction to be made.
I guess over
Like a
the
gnome,
trip.
and then there's like an actual human with like dwarfism as well. But
Right.
But
Which
the
is not
thing is,
confused with
humans
a
never
dwarf.
get as small as gnomes, so therefore it's like, can you imagine a gnome that's
Don't-
human size?
Look,
That would
Bearded,
be
don't even
very
get me
trippy.
don't even get me started on the quarterlings.
Hey, fairies are just fine.
Hey, the quarterlings don't like being compared to the fairies.
But as you all begin walking, walk in, Quintessa Quintessa snaps her heel, and the others kind of look up, and she gives a salute to you all, and they all follow suit, up to the eyebrow, and she lets it down, and they let it down in unison, basically, and the person handling their paperwork, handling their paperwork, kind of take note as the late walks in, and one of them, he kind of gathers one of the sets of paperwork, and says, I'll go get the union rep, and he skitters off for a moment, and as y'all get acquainted with this space, it is kind of sandstony walls with reliefs, some etched into it, some statues freestanding, but all of it, if you were in a coastal town, it would seem very much as if it were nautical themed. But you all know that these are sky ships, and you see kind of etchings of ships very similar to the Silver Sun, kind of, mid-size, big outer side sails. Other ones similar to it with more sails on top, bigger ships. These ones that have 5, 6, 8 of the gems helping hold them aloft. These giant, almost cargo freighter kind of boats, all represented, and in fact, especially those of you with any positive passive perceptions at all would notice that there's on a string, or maybe just a very, very thin stick, a little model boat that has very little broomstone inserts kind of going around the top of the room, just being guided by this stick to show like this. It's thinner than a finger, almost a reed of a stick, but it's guiding this little floaty boat through the air above.
Neat.
It is a big enough room that the larger of you are not having to hunch, and you actually realize why pretty quickly, as a Goliath begins walking through, and where did it go?
Somewhere.
Is this Goliath equal size to our local Goliath?
She's only a little bit shorter. somewhere closer to the maybe a foot shorter. That becomes somewhat irrelevant after a certain height. But
What's a
Still
foot?
bigger than Olo.
that's true.
Well, no, a foot shorter
No.
than the storm. The storm's 8'10".
That's what I mean. So like 7'10".
8'2". Yeah, Olo's 8'2", right?
Yeah. Yeah, so just a little bit shorter than Olo.
Oh, foot short. Oh, never mind. I heard you wrong. I get you.
Nah, you're all right.
Still taller than Akira.
Freedom units,
Freedom units.
Still taller than Shadow.
Damn it, a house cat is almost taller than Shadow. That cat is taller than Shadow. Listen. Right on cue. I love you, buddy.
Teddy, when'd you go to Jerry's house?
Poor lad just had his bit snipped, so he's actually a little calmer around me. Funny enough.
Weird.
Yeah, love that for him.
Sounds like testosterone is a hell of a thing.
Testosterone's a hell of a drug. But as he walks out, draped in the almost the reverse of what you see, the storm wearing most of the times of like fur and armor and big heavy stuff. Clothing. This is much lighter, kind of linens and silks, kind of the light tan silks, or light tan linens with this red over blue over silver silk kind of over tunic. And as he walks in, he sees all of you. Aha! I see why. There we go. Sorry, I blanked. I see why Captain K'tal decided to abandon ship. She said you'd all be in. Aye. Olaf Huntbringer III. He extends a hand out, just generally towards the group, waiting for somebody to step forward as the boss.
You're muted, Justice.
Oh, I'm muted.
All get quiet.
The storm.
Forward.
The storm.
The party of faces that nobody wants to be the party face.
Right.
Shadow, it's your turn. Go.
No.
The storm will just sort of nudge Shadow forward. No, I'm kidding. We'll nudge Luca forward.
Hi there. I suppose that's me today.
I suppose that's me today.
Well, I mean, like, I love how Shadow go. I'm like, out of all the people here, Shadow is absolutely not the face. He's in the shadows all the time.
Yep.
It's in the name.
Literally my cloak right now. It's more like a mantle, really, with the height.
Well, that's howdy. She said there were a whole parcel of you. Which one are you?
I am Baron Lucaius Debetoire.
Ah, the Debetoire.
Yes.
I've heard of your business out on the Menagerie Coast. Very well to do, it seems.
It might seem.
Rolling with an entourage this well equipped, I would expect nothing less.
I try not to make it a habit to brag, though.
Nock is actively looking around at all the people when he says the entourage like this. He's just like, yeah, we were kind of...
yeah. Y'all are stacked, jacked.
And that's like
somewhat color matching, like it's great.
Yeah, Nock kind of realizes like
most of us can almost look eye to eye with her.
It's true. Him, Olaf.
Apologies.
I misspoke initially. But he turns. Well, I prepared the large conference room, so and all aboard who are buying a boat. And you could tell he was trying to be clever, but
It did not land.
The storm gives a half-hearted chuckle.
I will give a chuckle out of respect, also because I want a discount.
and he walks you all into this this nice conference room, big enough to hold all of you relatively comfortably. A spot at the head of one of these oval tables that you can tell it's the head of the table because there is an orb embedded in the table just a little bit ahead of where one would sit and put papers, and he wanders over to that side, setting himself down, inviting you all to sit sit or stand as you would prefer. As he sits, he reaches out a palm to that orb, and looks like he touches it with all of his fingers, slides them together, and then spits out a word in Marquesian. Those of you who know it, is merely start. And
Counter spell. No,
wrong person, wrong thing. But he is actually not a spell slinger, funny enough. But he starts it up, and the orb itself starts to project a bit of it looks like an illusion of shadow over the table. Sorry, operative word. But an illusion.
How do you know what Shadow looks like? He's never seen him.
He really hasn't. Still,
who is this guy?
he's in the room right now, and he hasn't seen him. But it starts vibrating this block of shade. Also, not working. You stole it from me. But inside of it starts to light up several of the things that you saw. Yeah, several of the reliefs that you saw out and being shown, and little statues and things being shown, and then but it becomes three-dimensional. And each of them kind of floating in the air. Floating in the air, turning a bit, showing themselves off, and he sits with a very pleasant smile. And so, you're looking to employ an Alsfarine boat. We carry several models. What purpose would the Debitoire Exchange have with one of these boats? We can help you shop for what you might need.
Real quick. Above table. Did we ever decide what kind of ship we wanted, guys?
This is exactly what's going on.
I'm sure that retconningly, we've had an entire conversation, which we can have right now.
Also, retconningly, during that conversation, could I have linked Storm, Luca, myself, and Akira?
Mentally?
For sure.
Yeah.
That would be very helpful.
First off, let's make this official. We need to invoke the right of retconningly.
Oh.
Retconningly, yeah.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Rhett, we're going to go
3
ahead
hours.
and retconningly have a conversation about what kind of boat we want. So if we can make that so.
I thought we talked about getting like a mid-sized boat because we were talking about cannons and stuff, and
or at least
I know some
defensibility.
people wanted, like a ballista or something. I remember something like that.
If we get the right size boat, we won't need any dugs whatsoever, to help us. So if we, That being said, do
But
we want
have Dugs who are ready to swear on with us? They left their last ship to come work with us anyway.
Fair enough. Yeah. So we have Dugs. Okay. Cool.
Also,
have
not to meta it, but remember the amount of Dugs that Jeremy has already made.
Also that.
I didn't count. There was at least
Yeah.
12, I think.
It's a
But
lot
anyway.
of Duggies.
So like, do we want like, I don't know. I think if we're getting it for the purpose of using it for the debitor exchange, it at minimum has to be a medium-sized ship, right? Because it
Yeah.
has to be able to carry some cargo for the sake of trade.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and those medium ones can have a couple of cannons, right? Oh, like
So
3, 4? No,
Would you say
two-
frigate would be
you
like
know.
too big?
I think a frigate is exactly kind of the vibe I was thinking.
That because like I feel like that might be. I mean, it might be on the bigger side, but it's definitely got room for cargo. You'll need a full crew to ship it and everything like that. So
And then we'll still have access to it when we need. Eventually, Storm and I can open our ship up after we retire.
We could also
Let's
look
get
at the
kind of
price
more.
list and see how much we could finagle a deal
I
on a galleon.
I just realized
Ooh, yeah.
we're gonna need a flag. We need a flag. Like we can't just not have a flag.
I just bought a bunch of fabric, and I can go back and buy more fabric.
The Storm has like a standard on his back. Remember he made that Dragon Bone standard, I think? Did we get that? Or did that get
Yeah.
sacrificed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think yeah, that one definitely got done. Speaking of I'm trying to not say Akira, but Akira, Mooney, I could barely hear you. It sounds like you're far away from your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, just making sure.
It was turned upwards. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I didn't realize that at first.
barely heard you, but we did hear you. That's why I wanted to make sure. But you do notice that that there are no prices listed in these holographic illusions of the boats.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Almost like there's basically this assumption of if you're here, you can afford it.
Totally,
Fair.
totally.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
So we're thinking like a frigate, right?
That frigate sounds like a good size to me, and like I don't think we need to go any bigger than that, honestly.
Oh, I want a
think it
galleon.
serves all the needs we need. All the
You want a
needs we need.
galleon? I want a man of war. What are we doing here?
I
Yeah.
want a
Fucking
tri-masted
nice.
Spanish galleon.
Are we looking for something that already comes with weapons? Is that even something that they offer?
Well, that is you do see
Tell from pictures?
that you can tell that those are in the holograms, but also like they're not. You know that. Well, I mean, if you ask,
It costs extra.
yeah, he said yes. The cannons do cost extra, but they can be fitted, and they can be there can be mounts put on later. They're easily upgraded after the purchase. Most skyports have quartermasters that know how to install them properly.
So
All right.
here's my above table thought is, and Nock would have brought this up probably when we were discussing everything about weapons and everything. We have an in with Percy. Like we could probably find some way to commission some kind of weaponry from him for maybe an exchange of like trade of goods, like hey, we'll do a task for you, or something of that nature, and that way we wouldn't have to put like really a whole lot of money down for it. Because
Oh,
Percy
like
got
open a trade. Yeah, like open a trade link from Whitestone to the
Nicodranus.
Debitor. Yeah, Nicodranus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, if our primary goal is to use it to trade stuff, we don't really need cannons initially.
Well,
But to protect
it would have to actually be
flying
to like
things.
Port Damali.
right,
Because
yeah.
Nicodranus
See
doesn't
what
have
you
a
want with the
skyport.
port.
we
Yeah.
don't need public and readily available cannons. We need readily apparent cannons. We need secret cannons is what we need.
To be honest, though, I'm perfectly fine with
can still
like
carry license.
ballistae. With like ballistae, I think those would be
I
perfectly
agree.
acceptable, to be honest, and we could get the cannons later from Percy if we wanted.
At
But I
minimum,
think some
would say we
defensibility-
some grape shot, just or chain shot or something like that, just so we can have self defense in some way. In the meantime, I don't know.
Get a bunch of Dougs who know magic, gun
Thank you.
fireballs all the time.
That's what I said. I said it's way
Yeah.
cheaper to hire a mage than it is to build it, or than it is to buy a cannon sometimes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
Depending
hey,
on the
mage,
cannon.
your job
you
is
know
to stand
fireballs?
here
You're
and
hired.
wait for us to be attacked.
Oh no,
Also,
no,
no, we
you are
don't need
you are a
cannons.
magic officer. That is your job on this ship.
We sit there, we tell
Precisely,
them, no, we
yeah.
don't need cannons, but we do need a bat habitat
So
in order to
where
get
are all the
supplies for
guns? Like
fireball.
you are the guns.
I am the gun.
You are the guns.
Lightning bolt, you're hired. Done. Get on.
So
And we need a few red mages. No,
Like
anyway.
a few red mages,
of the
yeah.
class.
Okay, so some defensive capability, frigate size.
We'll just hire a squadron of warlocks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
That's metal as hell. I like it.
Army
so
of Swarlocks.
the Storm and Luca are part of the Psychic Links, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, you, me,
Okay.
Akira, and.
So then psychically, the Storm will say to Luca, and just to everybody as well, but speaking to Luca, he'll say, Luca, do you think like maybe something like a frigate with just a few ballistae would be acceptable? You think we could pull that off? Would that work for the Debitor exchange as well?
Definitely. Size would be good for moving merchandise and people. A little bit of defensive capability doesn't hurt, and we can always see about getting maybe some magical defenses.
Oh, for sure.
Excellent.
All right.
I know Olo's
Although I
not
think
about it,
when-
but like
I think when
wards
the
would
mates-
be cool.
I think when
I
the
was about to
Emerald
say, I
Blade
can-
is aboard the vessel, I don't think that security is going to be too much of a concern. But still, better safe than sorry.
Indeed.
All right then. So, Luca will say out loud then, we're looking to purchase a frigate, large enough for shipping commercial and consumer goods, and also passengers if necessary. Preferably with enough cabins to house additional liaison as well as the crew.
Well, if you're looking for that, he goes towards one of the basically one of the three-mast ships, and uses the orb to kind of control and manipulate things. If you see one of these here, that we can have extra walls separating several of the rooms to your specifications, and he starts kind of going through it.
I'm taking copious notes of this meeting.
And with the three-mast ship, that one does have 5 broomstones supporting it, and then he very flippantly gets to the price of 175,000 gold pieces.
Woo!
What is our budget, everybody?
80,000.
Half that.
Very flippantly talks about that, and then adding on perhaps a cannon or two in case of heavy bombardment, and
necessary, mate.
I would almost insist on at least having one for either side, but
Wait, so just to be clear, this is the guy that like desperately really wanted to talk to Luca, right?
No.
yeah. Well, no.
Well,
This
kinda.
this isn't that guy. This is a shipyard guy. The guy that really wanted to talk to Luca and Akira was the fabric company guy. Production Textiles. That was the word I was looking for.
Right. There we go. Okay. All right.
We could fit it all the way up to about 200,000.
I want to make it a cannon. As soon as he said the 170 whatever thousand gold, I turned around as Alec turned around to the rest of the party, went full knock face, gave an eyebrow, went back to Alec and looked back.
Oh, 100% and easy enough.
Like, what?
Luke,
And,
you hear in your head, can you maneuver him maybe to something closer to our budget?
Of 80,000.
It's like, we got to walk that on down a bit.
And he starts talking about at least one cannon for each side, but then several ballistae and that, and you know, it's insurance against those who might have absconded with a ship, and you know, there are becoming sky pirates now, and even without their own ship, a lot of people will, you know, get wyverns and things, and the cannons really fucking scare wyverns.
I will telepathically in my head, in Lucas' head, real quick. Because I have that ability now, yay!
Yeah.
New toys. I will telepathically talk to Luca, and I'll just say like, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking maybe we might be able to work out some kind of trade deal, possibly, to bring the price down.
Possibly. Jeremy, I have sent you a very pointed question.
Aha! That would require me.
He opens the DM is the guy wearing pants? And it's like, what?
Also, for the record,
Listen, you're not allowed to be in my account. Just because you slept with Discord's dad doesn't mean you can look at all my DMs, okay?
for the record, on a separate page, Eredrin starts designing his own ballista design so that we can spend less money on ballista.
Yeah. Nock, who knows nothing about it, is like looking over like, yes.
The storm in his head is like, oh, we can sling magic, and we've got Glorious.
We do have Glorious. That's a pretty scary thing to have on your side. Like,
Yeah, no, if y'all think I'm not going to... What's the thing called? Like the person or animal that they put on the front of a boat?
A figurehead?
If y'all think I'm not going to put a manticore figurehead on this thing, first chance I get, y'all are fucking confused.
Is that the name of the ship? Is it the Manticore? Like, we...
Yes. That sounds brilliant.
I don't care what y'all say, I'm putting that manticore
already be the
figurehead.
name of a ship.
Oh gosh, yes, the SS Manticore. I love it. Or the SS Glorious.
Yeah, SS Glorious, hey.
That works too.
Or we
No, that might confuse Glorious the animal.
I mean, you know.
The Glorious Manticore?
Starting soon.
Oh, well,
You can also call it the Stormfront if we can even afford it.
nice.
What are the...
Like,
What are... Hey. What are the one mast options running ahead? I'll think that to Luca.
Yeah, could you repeat it? I'm sorry, I was reading responses.
I will think to you, what are the one mast options looking like?
Yeah, and then maybe the two-masted as well, just, you know.
And then Alec is gonna whisper to the group out loud, how much does he charge for a fucking rowboat?
Was that out loud?
Yeah, that was like a pointed kind of like a large whisper.
Eredrin stamps Nox toes.
And he doesn't quite get the sarcasm, and full on says, if you're needing a smaller debarking vessel to be able to drop down to the ground, that'll cost you the better part of 20,000 gold. But it does fly independently of the main vessel and can be stowed. You need to be careful though. The independent smaller vessels of brimstone are
I just looked back at the party and I
notoriously difficult to control.
Every snarky remark Alec makes from here on out is getting stamped on the toes.
You think it hurts me?
He's a monk.
I mean,
His
you keep it
toes
up the
have no
will.
feeling.
I've lost feeling in all my extremities, bitch.
So yeah, no.
There we go.
Single masted
All
and
right.
double masted options.
I still think we should say, hey, let's run a job for you, then you'll knock that price down.
I'm looking at this as like a car salesman type scenario too, though, where like he's really trying to push the upsale on us and like way overcharging initially. So there's that bit. At least that's how I'm looking at it. It's making me feel better about the situation.
I do have a question because it was mentioned that if it's built, it's cheaper than if we get pre-made. Is he talking about pre-made ships or is he talking about ships that we're buying?
He is talking about he is talking about ships that he could get together for you now.
So pre-built.
Yeah, these are ones that are built and able to be given to you presently.
Oh, with that understanding, hey,
You're welcome.
can we inform him, as a party, are we willing to wait on the
They're
ship?
not. I'll say they're not used. They're not used. They are made and good to fly out. Like you could go take that crew that you have in the lobby and go saddle up.
No, I thought we had talked last session that we were discussing the possibility of building a boat instead of getting a brand new.
That's true, and that would
Never-
actually technically lower the price.
And we never
Why
made the decision as to if we wanted to wait or not.
Yes.
Which we could, because we technically don't need the boat right now, because
Technically
you know, going to hell and all that. So
Well, we'll see.
I mean,
See what happens.
All right.
it might be prudent to ask how long it takes for a ship to be built from scratch, so then we can make a decision about whether or not we want to pay half up front, get it built, pay the other half when we come back after we've done whatever we're doing, and then
We're gonna
do
have
it
to
that
kill another ancient dragon to get the other half right now.
What if we offer to pay all?
I
in
know where
cash?
one was. I know where one is, but we'd get in a lot of trouble for that one.
With your god, specifically.
I actually know where one is super locally. However, we'd get in a lot of trouble for that one.
Oh, I thought you meant the one near Rexentrum.
No. no.
No.
Out of character, he knows things.
Out of character, I know things, and
So
I'm not
then-
going to say it out loud because.
All right. So Luca is going to re-engage conversation.
Sorry.
All right. So with your full recommendation, we'd be looking at somewhere around 200,000. Yes.
The better part, yes.
All right. Let's take a look at a few of those options and see if we can optimize it a little bit better for our needs. And Luca is going to begin the discussion with him to try to start to haggle the price a bit.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Just remember, we are willing to wait.
And while this is going on, I'd like to say, monk stuff.
Let's see where this goes.
Can I stealth off away from the crowd? Possibly. My goal is I want to sneak into his back office, look in his like records, his ledgers, and everything like that. See if there's anything I can use to get a better price.
You know,
Using
there's,
this moment
there's,
as a
there's
fraction,
somebody
I should say.
completely better suited
Oh,
to do this.
Luca
Well-
comes prepared.
Well,
I mean, I know,
with that,
I know Shadow is better at sneak than I am, but Shadow is not the. I'm not Shadow. I can't speak for Shadow.
Oh, no, I get you. I get you.
Then again, if you start to stealth off, Shadow might be able to detect you sneaking off, depending on how well you roll. So yeah, if you're go ahead and if that is what you would like
All right,
to do.
let me
make
not
it
need
so.
to use my inspiration. Let's see how this goes.
It's
That
stealth
is a
time.
natural 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my
Whoa,
inspiration.
shit!
Good gods.
That is a natural 19. So
There we
Hey,
go.
That's much better.
Oh, wait. Does Shadow even notice him step away?
Not with the
I got
passive.
34
no.
total.
Oh well, go ahead and take a roll for it, Shadow.
Well, actually,
But I'd have to hit the same
Does
thing
Micah?
as his to be able to get it, but
I know, that's
Micah
what I'm
sits at a
saying.
30.
It's possible. Everything's possible.
everything's
Does Micah?
possible.
Micah's
Give me a
sits at
sec
30.
on Micah.
Okay. Yeah, and if
Oh my
Micah
God.
if Micah wanted to see as well.
I have to check if this would be a skill check that Micah would get advantage on.
I did
It'd be
not know
possible.
we had the same stealth.
Well, that was my perception. But yes, I think for
Oh,
his
sorry,
literacy-
perception. Yeah.
Yeah, my stealth.
But
My
Because I
stealth is
do
the same.
have.
I just
I
get
do get-
advantage.
Well, would this partially rely on hearing?
it would partially rely on hearing.
Then I do, in fact, get to roll this with advantage.
Indeed.
Goddamn nasty.
If I could only get it to let me do that. There we go.
Everything is possible.
Oh, wow.
Almost. Almost.
Wait. Do you want to redeem a player, Bob?
Jeez.
No.
We have so many plus ones. I'm just saying we do have so many plus ones.
Fuck it.
No, I think I'm good because
Okay.
I think that was already a freaking 18 on the die. I think I'll just let this one go.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's I'll always friends don't let friends forget bonuses. Yeah, Shadow, you notice Knock. Do you do anything in particular, Knock, to exit stage left?
What I do is I try my best to utilize the crowd to get away. Like I kind of slink back into the crowd without drawing any attention, and then I will. I don't know what the immediate area looks like, but like anything I can hide behind.
Oh,
and
it is.
quickly go
It is.
in.
It is absolutely a cubicle style office area.
Is it like a showroom kind of thing, like where they have like displays of things?
They like out in the front area. There are like there's the etchings, and then there's also like statues of several types of ships. And then but then like beyond basically the front kind of desk area, that it's expansive. It's, you can tell that this desk area where they had like there were, I don't know, 6-7 sailors that y'all had come over from the Silver Sun. All of them were standing at this long curved marble desk that is like it's that, and they took maybe 10% of it. This is made so that like a full complement crew of one of these ships can just come in, all do their paperwork at the same time, and then fucking go.
Okay.
So, and then basically right now, y'all are kind of like just behind and to the side of that big marble arch of a desk. And so, as you go to step out, behind that where you are like the cubicles and things where they're like, this is a company. The Alsfarine Union is a company that has lots of paperwork to do, so lots of compartmentalization and making sure that paper goes here and the duplicate goes over here, and making sure that everything has a place and everything in its place. And so just suddenly stepping out, ducking low, and then kind of trying to weave around and not be seen. Actually, it's not 34 hard, but you do it at 34 hard, and so it's just kind of like stepping out, and there's a whole conversation going on over there. Olaf does not notice, even in the slightest, that you step out. Shadow, you do, however. Do you disengage from your natural hiding spot on the neck and follow,
Probably
or
not,
do you stay?
simply because
Okay.
it'd be a little more noticeable. But as I watch him
For
sneak
you? No.
Well, with the fact that I'm up
I'm
on
just saying you're
Storm's
now.
shoulder,
I'll say,
basically,
yeah,
like
well,
as his mantle and whatnot. I'm pretty sure I could do it
I'm just saying you have a baseline. This guy does not seem that perceptive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and to be fair, like
He's
Were you-
very engaged and not noticing. So if you wanted to, it would actually be very easy for you to just slink off the shoulder. If you
not
wanted
meta or anything like that, but if you were to follow along, like Nock would not be upset. It had second set of eyes to look for espionage,
Yeah, no, now that you put it that way and whatnot, I do think I'll actually slink off the back and follow him in.
Yeah. He's not dim-witted, but you don't have to be dim-witted for Shadow to entirely pull one over on you.
No, we're just sneaky.
No worries. Yeah, no, exactly, precisely. You see him step out, and funny enough, can Nock perceive at a 34? Is it even possible?
Let me see. My perception, my passive is a 16, but my actually
no. The highest you could roll is a 26. Okay. Yeah. So he notices you. You do not notice him as the two of you start heading off.
You can't see me.
Micah does though.
Oh, Micah totally does. Missed the first one. Notice the second one.
But Micah's just at this point, like, walked over next to Dante, turned their back, leaned their full back against Dante, and is sharpening their claws with a file.
Nice. And the two of you exiting into this web of cubicles, these side offices. To see, it's not a matter of if you can find it, it's more a matter of how efficiently you find it. Investigation for
The lowest I can roll is a 22.
Indeed. Well, I'll say right now it's for Nock. You were more following Nock. So
Yeah, I was.
Nock,
In there, I'd end up asking him what he was looking
I'll say,
for.
yeah, Nock. Are you actually like making yourself known?
Well, I mean, I'd come up next to him and like I'd see him like slowly like starting to rifle through some things and whatnot, and I'd pop up and just be like right next to him, just be like, "What you looking for?"
So I rolled a 29 total, so for my investigation. So
all right,
and I basically I keep my wits about me, but I go, "Gah!" And I go,
Yeah,
and I go
on your
full.
side.
I say, he's like, I'm glad you're on our side. Anyway, he says, and he'll speak in your head. He'll go, I'm looking for anything I can, whether it's dirt or some kind of cutting corners or something to possibly hang over his head, or even so much as just find a way to cut us a deal. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Maybe an invoice for a cheaper sale.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you sold it to this person over here for like half the price.
I heard through the grapevine this guy got one from you of the same kind of quality for this much instead.
And then just like say his name and everything.
He's like, I met him in town earlier. But didn't you just get here? Yeah, I caught him in passing, dude.
How do you think we came to your door? No,
Right?
so
Yeah, I'll start
making each other known. Go ahead and also roll an investigation for yourself. Master Shadow.
That's a really good investigation roll, though.
That is a really good investigation.
Yeah, I got lucky on that one. Natural 17.
You know, just rolling a 4 for a natural 22. It's fine.
You know what though?
Couldn't
Because
one
I
of you
just
have
got-
rolled at advantage, though?
Well, that's what this is operating as. Is basically
Gotcha.
they have the
But-
same investigation.
I noticed that. I was like, it kind of is, though.
You know, because of what this is, and I really want to get a bigger number too. I'm gonna bring
Let's go.
inspiration.
Let's go. That's the only way I can give you more.
Right,
Right,
exactly.
bless the dice, bless it.
God to be with you.
Nope.
Just a natural 9. Yeah, just a natural 9 for 22. So that's fine. But as the two of you, first off, for Shadow, unless Shadow was going to be perhaps leaving some claw marks on some cubicles, he might need somebody who's a little taller to be able to actually like look over it and see the way.
What? Like I can't hop
You know
up
what
on
I
top
think?
of those things?
If you're trying to actually keep yourself obscured, yes.
I think
guess there's a
I
bunch
think
of
I would
people
like
here,
to. I would like.
Yeah,
to
this
give
is
our
actually a
buddy-
busy office.
Gotcha.
I would like to give our buddy Knock a little push here.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Give
Here
him
you
a
go,
+5.
buddy.
Ipushi.
Enjoy a +5 buff, Knock.
Ooh.
So what's this?
Yay.
Take that up to a
34.
34,
That's
which seems to be the magic fucking number today.
Yeah, apparently. Got a lot of 34s going on.
It's almost like a rule.
Wow. Wow.
Low hanging fruit.
I like
Oh, so this is
only if you do,
okay.
yeah, only if you're doing it right. It's low hanging fruit.
Yes, Bearded. This is rule 34.
I'm both confused and intrigued at the same
Please
time.
do not Google that.
Nope,
Just
no,
don't
you're
Google
not
that.
confused. Nor
Well,
intrigued.
I mean, technically
Wait,
you can
wait,
Google
hold
it
on.
as long as you have safe search on.
You know what? You know what?
You won't
You
get
guys
any
can explain it
results.
to me later.
No,
Now
I
you
got
know.
you. I got you, girl.
You should Google it. 100%.
Indeed.
I'm
Indeed.
concerned.
I mean, it'll
Just
answer
explain
everything.
it to me. We're all good. Later.
But yes, as
If
y'all go slinking,
it exists.
you go slinking through, Knock actually like peeking up and looking, and you actually you have this instinctive thought. Olaf's a big fuck off dude. His door is probably quite large, and there are most of the doorways are pretty substantially sized. His, you can tell that they brought in the boss, because his has a double door. Very all of them are nice to a degree. His is particularly nice. And heading the two of you heading over there, the door is locked. Oops, you brought Shadow. So we're not. Don't even roll. I'm not going to offend your dice.
Do it, Tim.
I'm not going to offend your dice with your. What's your minimum again?
For my lockpicking and stuff?
Yeah, for lockpicking, your lockpicking expertise.
30.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said,
But
I'm not going to
anyways, 'cause
offend
I
you.
like to.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and just flip out your infiltrator's key real fast.
31.
Okay, yeah, just a just an 11 for a 31. Yeah, you just kind of flip out the infiltrator's key, this hole in the center of the circle in the back of it, just kind of quietly flipping in your hand, and this tool extends from the end of the key, this kind of the jagged tip of the dagger.
Without even looking, just click.
Yeah, full on just looking over your shoulder one way, because Knock can look the other.
I don't know how long this is gonna take me, so I'm done.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's just looking Knock in the eye the whole time while
He's
Knock's
just
like,
like,
I'll keep an
"Watch
eye out
this."
for you while you do this.
Like, this is how you do it. I'm done.
Yeah, just goes in, bump, twist. It opens. You don't even actually have to use a
Okay.
pick. It's just this almost skeleton key.
It's
of
like
a key.
that clip of Snoop Dogg showing how fast he can roll a blunt.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just like, he's
I'm
like,
like,
let me
"Done,
say, wait, you're done? I'm
Yeah,
done, man.
Have you ever seen McNally official on YouTube? I'm just saying. And
I once saw a guy sitting on a park bench take a paper, put it in his hand, sprinkle some tobacco, lick his thumb, go like this, and just go, and had a perfectly rolled cigarette. And to this day, I am convinced that is the fastest it can be done.
that's a magician.
I don't know how the fuck he did. It was
I love
perfect,
how
like no bends or crinkles or anything.
Sleight of hand.
I love that
man.
he rolled a cigarette like an old school cartoon, like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Like that's
Yeah,
what they
he
would
just-
real.
He just put paper in his hand, sprinkled tobacco, and he wasn't even looking at, like he was talking to me while he did it. He just sprinkle,
He's done it so many times, it doesn't matter.
like he literally just went like this and had a
Reflex.
perfect cigarette. I just
I rolled a cigarette again. Like
Yeah, reflex.
I made him
Truly
show me
impressive.
3 more times because I couldn't believe that I really saw it.
What
Wow.
would truly be impressive is if he just held it up and it was already lit and he rolled it right into his fingers.
Just
would be
have one of those strike anywhere match
I'm
shots on your
surprised
thumb and
that the
just
rest
snap.
of them didn't just roll themselves out of embarrassment. I don't know.
Right.
Indeed. So, getting into this office, right? What were you saying though, Justice? Before I roll on?
I was just gonna say, what if we just took the price of a warship and combined it with the price of an airship out of the book, and went with that?
Listen, so going in into this office, it's very nice. It has a couple of sitting couches, a nice big desk. You'll start prodding around, poking about while y'all take that time, cutting back to the office or cutting back to the conference room. You all talking about dwindling down the price a little bit, and I'm gonna roll a die real fast. Okay,
You can roll it slowly if you like.
and well, I rolled a nice slow natural 18. So he
Deliberately.
how do you roll those dice in slow motion, like physically in the real life? Like
it's that time control. It's that Horatio shit.
No, I
got
think
that
that roll
Where's he at?
20. I think that in roll 20 you can turn down the dice speed.
Where's he at?
Indeed. Turn down for what? So he can kind of tell that y'all are guiding the price down a bit, and no less cordially, but his tone shifts just a little, and he yes, we had come to understand that the Debitor Exchange had fallen on some harder times. This is not a judgment, but markets and things change. Are you looking for something to get started?
Well, we have some potential contracts already lined up if we can get ourselves in the air. Namely because we
Precisely.
have contacts world round at this point. And really right now what we're looking for is a more reasonable way to move those things around. So, with that in mind, anything that we do purchase will be being used by the Debitor Exchange to those ends. There will be no shortage of work available for the vessel we intend to purchase.
Well,
At this point, we're even willing to look into financing options, if available, in order to
Well.
get this started a bit more quickly.
this was one of the things that I was afraid of, and it was part of why they called me in particularly to negotiate a deal with the exchange. You see, those who provide extra financing to our interests I have already inquired, and while Depotoire business has been seen in recent months to be on the up, there is the concern that it could go on the down again. But
One
I
could
don't
argue that such concerns apply to any business that you might do trade with.
exactly. This is why perhaps you misunderstand. I am on your side.
And in things like this, there's usually a show of faith. We call it a down payment.
Indeed. But in a way that you might be able to in a way you might be able to guarantee that you don't have any creditors on your back currently.
I don't think we do.
Oh no, I
I'm thinking out of character. I mean, I don't think actually.
No, I am.
Depotoire. You think they got people hitting them up for like saying you owe us money? Nah, they pay things right flat out.
Yeah.
There may have been a time recently where that was not the case, though. So it's
yeah.
Fair enough.
Right now, I mean, to not add any creditors onto your back presently. May I have a frank discussion as to your budget, and I may be able to help you. You see, last year there was a terrible accident that took a boat out of the air over the continent of Wildmount. Some
Yeah, I've heard about that.
some of the broomstone was recovered. The ship itself, an entire loss, which is tragic. It was one of our finer, more prototypical ships. We were working on using broomstone itself to power and push the ships with kind of using it as more of a magical battery and use force from those to move rather than being constrained by air currents. Unfortunately, the size of the ship and the way that it was being sailed got it into a little bit of trouble and grounded the ship permanently. But it's hail hydration.
Hail hydration. I have tea.
Hey, that is good hydration. Hella. What flavor?
It's tea flavored.
Tea.
Love that.
Tea flavor?
Pie flavored.
Pie flavor.
It actually tastes like a medium rare Luca.
Love that for you. But though that broomstone has been retrofitted into a boat that had been previously a sailing vessel, we were able to secure it rather than on the outside like your Silver Sun. Because of the nature of the broomstone that survived, it is able to be on the inside of the boat, and we've fashioned it so that the frame of the boat itself, rather than adding a frame to the outside, the frame now on the inside supports it. It takes up some of the sleeping spaces of it, but it is a useful starter vessel that you might be able
It's
to.
a refurbished salvage.
It is refurbished, salvaged stone on a refurbished vessel taken from the sea, cleaned of all barnacles. It is still a seaworthy vessel.
Interesting.
If necessary. But
No, that offers flexibility. That could be beneficial.
For some of our larger clients would scoff at the idea of having a more seaworthy vessel.
You just land that bitch in the water wherever.
Do you know how the ship got taken down? By chance?
I was informed that it had sustained damage in going over the mountains, and then had flight control problems because of the experimental prototypical nature of the magic, that it's grounded somewhere in the middle of Wildmount.
Yeah, I'm from Pride Skull. I heard about something like that too.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm
yeah, I think it's called fire.
Sorry if it caused your people any amount of distress.
Yeah, a few people. One person in particular, but it's fine.
We try and take responsibility for having safe and usable vessels. We are taking that prototype all the way back to the artist board, and we'll recalibrate that idea entirely. This one is at least previously known as the Calliope. But
about
yes,
Brimstone.
Yes, sir.
Is it like located in such a way that we could say put a chest that exudes an aura of anti-magic on it? Like, is there like a space that's like 10 feet away from all brimstone at minimum?
That I would be extraordinarily cautious about bringing anti-magic near any of the broomstones, but if
I want to know if there's plenty of space between the broomstones for it to like sit in a spot where it's not too close to them.
You should be able to bring it through the central cargo loading area of the vessel, all the way. I would recommend very highly bringing it all the way to the bottom of the boat, furthest from the broomstone. The broomstone would be on the common deck below.
Excellent.
Behind the kitchenette and off in the one of the crew cabins there. It occupies they occupy some of the upper space. There is still some storage beneath them too. I would just be careful, very extraordinarily careful about anything anti-magic in those areas. You will find yourselves in a grounding situation very quickly, I would say.
I can also assure you it will not move. We will make sure that once it is in place, the item would not move.
So
that is your investment to ruin, and mine to salvage again if necessary. Well, not mine personally. We have people for that.
So first question about this particular vessel would be, of course, what is your asking price?
My asking price for this one, and he actually kind of moves and twists the orb a bit, and it is something a little more. It is one akin to the Silver Sun, though it does have 2 masts on the upper deck as well. and he zooms in on it, and with these new fitted side sails and everything. This one we'd be willing to. Jeremy's actually going. I actually had an equation for this. I have to pull up the boat because it has a certain amount of stuff.
Above table, if they didn't build the boat part, that's one less cost that they have to worry about.
Actually, true. With the fitting of the side sails, the boat itself, and each of the broomstones is still worth quite a bit of money. We are looking at all furnishings as they are currently. The better part of 96,000.
Okay, now is
Luca,
where
you
I
hear
can
in your
attempt to
head.
barter.
Luca, you hear in your head, don't push too much because we need to take that deal.
Now is where I would like to attempt a persuasion to barter.
Okay. Here's the time. This is your moment. This is what you do. Let's go.
Guidance.
So, Luca,
Guidance. Yep.
What does guidance give me again? A D4?
D4.
Yeah, D4.
Sweet. Okay, because so before even walking into this particular endeavor, enhance ability is already going on charisma.
Bet no.
It lasts
that makes
for an
sense.
hour,
It lasts
so,
for an
like-
hour. Absolutely no issue in that.
Does that add advantage?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it will be at
Not gonna
advantage
purchase
plus a D4.
You able to inspire yourself?
That's a natural 20, my guys.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
and
throw-
also-
throw-
Okay, nice.
And also with
35, almost
D4,
34.
rolling in at a 4, putting us
We
to a
love that.
39.
Action one of those
Love that.
plus ones.
I was just gonna say, just cash a plus
You
one
saved
and get
it.
it a 40.
Yeah, I just put in a +1.
Okay, so we're going to cash in a +1. But you know what? I really like having leftover money. So with that +1, I'm also going to cash in a +5 to just knock it right up to fucking 45.
Oh no, you can't stack those.
Oh, well, then we'll take the 44.
Right.
We'll take the fucking 44. Love that for you.
Could you consider my non-proficient help action or Justice's non-proficient
I
help
would,
action?
I would love a proficient help action for a +1.
What
I
about
thought
two? What about two
no,
non-proficients?
Don't worry,
for-
the
for a plus
the
one?
DC was already affected by the late. The Emerald
valid.
Late. The Emerald Late itself affects the DC.
This is Luca
y'all look-
at his
yeah,
notes, Chomp.
Yeah, y'all look the part, and y'all are basically the stage setting around Lucius Debatoire, Baron of House Debatoire, doing what Baron of House Debatoire do.
Can I just say that Akira is not standing next to Luca, but is like right behind, kind of off, almost like kind of like this in a way. And definitely making sure that their House Debatoire colors are evident. So like they kind of shift their cloak around a little bit to put it kind of half shoulder. So Akira's doing their best to look noble. So they're like back up straight and like arms folded, like The entire time they're like, I wish I could be practicing, but.
I
Gotta
wish a
represent.
motherfucker would.
So with a 44, how low can you go?
Well, so with
Boat now
that,
costs 2p.
I'm just wondering, like we're getting this deal and everything. Like that. I'm like,
two pence
am I
at a
gonna find
charms.
the back?
Yeah, 2 pence at a charms blow pop.
I am wondering what Bearded is going to find in the back, too.
I was
Yeah,
actually
like,
this
I
was
can offer
actually
the
going
first
to
part
be
of a
my.
blow pop.
No, so, listen here.
The segue.
Yeah, this is a
Lean forward and
perfect
move.
time. Yeah, perfect time to cut over to the office. Now, as you two are.
Lion started the fire.
As you two are definitely flipping that that office in the politest and least disturbing way possible. Just flipping things open, flipping shut, flipping things open, flipping shut. Honest to goodness,
Most polite raid ever.
Yeah, the most polite raid ever. This is a private office too. So like the window, like there are windows into this office, but they are already slightly shaded, and then he's not in office, so the curtains are pulled. To everything else, you lit from the outside window. And so you really do have this moment of privacy, and you'd expect a certain amount of something that you might be able to find even with 10-15 minutes of alone time. Honest to goodness, I'm just gonna say you're probably surprised by like looking at invoices and orders. You can tell that the future orders, buying a boat and them making it, they charge a little bit for certain customizations, and perhaps bigger here, narrower here, better sales, all this stuff. But like, they are meticulous about the way that they're doing business. Yeah, there are some deals, and some people are getting slightly better discounts, but in a boat the size of the one that they were talking about before that led you out, I mean, totally skinned down to nothing and ready to roll out, that boat probably only 150,000. Like the main,
oh, shit.
you can the one that they were, if there was bare bones with no supplies, no nothing, just sails, broomstone, and the wood, it's still 150,000 because they are, you can tell like the sourcing of the wood, like they're building it here. They're building it in the middle of the fucking desert, and so things have to get shipped here. You had already heard before coming here that like broomstone itself and the way it's enchanted and the way that it's controlled is a very highly guarded secret.
Excuse me.
But
I just want to point out that 90,000 gold pieces is about 60% of that, and I think a 60% down payment
indeed
is pretty freaking good.
Indeed.
Just saying.
Indeed.
And even a 40% discount is not impossible to haggle, in my opinion.
D&D, deals and debt.
But as far as that goes, but like as far as like the accounting goes, he was kind of doing the hard sell on like, let's make sure you have stuff and let's make sure you have this, and like he was trying to upsell, sure, but but he was being fair about what he was offering, by what you can see. You do, however, between the two of you, you do find that he has in one of his locked desk drawers, again, not asking for rolls, in one of his no longer locked desk drawers.
They're good rolls. Go ahead, but like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't burn dice that are probably going to go in your favor. You're really good at this, but you can't fail. But you do find that this small, for him, a palm-sized notebook. For Shadow, it's a pretty big notebook.
It's like a tome, you know, like an old tome.
Yeah. For Shadow, it's an old tome. For Nock, it's a reasonably sized leather fold. And you heard him introduce himself as Olaf Huntbringer III, and it has in the leather of the outside just 3 brick dashes that look like a Roman 3 on it, and kind of removing the little clasp that's holding it shut. Again, it was locked, no longer. You do see that, to borrow a phrase, he has a binder full of women, and he is keeping it's essentially a dossier of women's names, and the way that it reads to you is him having like it's definitely got that girl in every port vibe. And
different ethnicities.
Yeah, definitely a lot of it, but very, very specifically, it might be a family in every port.
Hello. You plays it.
Professional athletes. That's nothing but it's like professional athletes. You got your at-home family, your on the road family, and sometimes you just repurpose the gifts for the children.
pretty much. But he's got a little bit of a like he's got family in Port Tamale. He
doesn't respect oaths.
I feel so sorry for him. That child maintenance must be sky high.
I would say you're saying he can't keep it in his pants, but he specifically wears a tunic.
It's a nice long tunic.
It's becoming obvious why. Easy access, apparently.
But yeah, he has family in Port Tamale. He has secret family in Port Tamale. He has secret family in Iman. He has secret family in Vasselheim.
Jesus.
No.
He's all of which are port cities, and you can tell though in that, and in the way that it's all laid out in here, he is actually like he's keeping track of birthdays. He's keeping track of schedules and holidays and like all these things, and just with the way that he's keeping notes, in whatever way that he perhaps cares, you can tell that there is like he's keeping track of this with care. So whether it's secret or not, whether it's untoward or not, he is keeping track of people. And
I came back here to squeeze some juice. I left with some tea. So
It's true. It's true. There was not much juice to wheeze, but man, there's some
I will
lovely
be
chai.
clear that I don't want to blackmail the guy.
But
I'm
you
not
do have
vibing
black.
with that
This
either.
boat,
But
the
you do
ship
have
that he
blackmail.
offered, the ship that he offered as an alternative is actually pretty good. It kind of fits what we actually need. The ability for it to land either at an air station or at sea is actually a benefit to us.
It really
Like, a
is.
pretty big one.
Yeah, 'cause
Remember,
we can land
Nicodranus
just about
does
anywhere.
not have an air landing, but it does have a port.
Yeah.
And it allows us to
That's
land
true.
essentially at any port city that doesn't have an airport.
Right, and it also allows us, if we need to make it not look like an airship.
Mm-hmm. To an extent.
Indeed.
So I
To
just,
an extent, yes.
yeah, to an extent. But yeah, I can't wait to see.
But,
So as far as the prices go,
Yeah, I'll say
do we feel he's being honest with the
I'll
prices?
say cutting back though. With the offer, what he was offering was like he was being pretty direct. You can tell by the way that it's like this guy, like he was giving off a little bit of used car salesman vibes for sure, but he like this is a guy who deals in high end. Like this is high-end cars. This is you pay you buy a Mercedes. You know what a Mercedes costs. We're not gonna. I get a commission because I work for the Mercedes plant, not because I'm the one getting commission for selling you a Mercedes.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the Jaguar dealership, and I only know this from experience, they treat you like royalty.
Absolutely, yes. You know. I've been to Mercedes dealerships too, so like that's my experience.
I'll sit here with my 22-year-old Tacoma. Okay.
Hey, that's fine.
Been to a Jeep dealership.
Hey, just because I was raised
dealership.
just because I was raised a certain way, it doesn't mean I have anything now.
Yeah, I just happened.
That beater out there is almost 20 years old. He turns 19 this year.
In
a couple years he can drink.
I just happened to have.
He's been drinking since the day he was born. Anyways, sorry.
Things that are old. Halo 3 just turned 16 this year.
That's okay. I can feel that. I feel that one in my knees and my bowels.
I don't even want to know when Halo Combat Evolved came out.
But
I don't want to know.
Indeed. So, sorry, too easy. So with that,
in a blanket, my bones are cold and achy.
going back into the conference room, Olaf kind of, you offering all these things, all these ideas, and the one thing you didn't actually offer was your budget.
I know, but that's why.
But that's what I mean. One thing you didn't offer was your budget, and so like you're still talking about all these benefits and all these ways that this ship will like you start going into all the ways that this particular ship will serve you and serve your business and be able to help you be able to earn more money, help the Debitor Exchange be able to brag that they have an Alsfarine Union ship and how that's mutually beneficial, and he's absolutely enraptured by it, and as he kind of gets down to it, I myself had to arrange for the return of the broomstone that was recovered, and I did have to finance the fitting myself in Port Damali. And as part of that, I did sail it back here myself. So, I do have a personal interest in the Calliope. That being said, all things retrofitted, all things that I did have to pay. I did have to pay 20,000 gold for the broomstone because for myself, as when you are purchasing the boats, you are purchasing the boats, and you are purchasing the use of the broomstone on your boats, similarly to how we recovered the broomstone from the accident site of its previous boat. We reserve the right to recover the broomstone so it can be repurposed. Its enchantments are quite valuable, quite secret. We trust the discretion of the House d'Abattoir in being able to maintain that secrecy and maintain that vigilance against theft
Well,
of our proprietary technologies.
Akira will pipe
Please
in.
let Corfel study it.
Akira will pipe in and say, "Well, there will be a member of House d'Abattoir on the ship almost at all times, and I will take personal responsibility in making sure the stone is kept safe."
Oh yes, do not worry. It was more of a generalized thing. The Captain Catal, I would trust very much to be on the ship at all times and take care of her very well. But all things out the door, those were the main expense was that of the broomstone at with the 3 that were recoverable, 20,000 each. The boat itself cost me 10,000. In recovering that cost, with the idea that this will be an investment in further business with the Debattoir Exchange, I do not look to turn a profit off of this. Not anything extraordinary. More so, this is for the Union, for the strength of the Alsfarine, and for the strength of the House d'Abattoir.
Hell yeah, brother.
Look,
Anything that you would be willing to donate over the 70,000 that it cost me, I would be willing to take as an offering of thanks.
Ooh.
But otherwise,
70.
right.
I would be willing to let it out of dock for 70.
Ad break.
Luca, in your head, you would hear, I don't know if you want to offer this, but whatever crafting work he may want, specialized crafting work, anything like that, I would be willing to build as... Sorry, my voice is quite donation-wise over that.
And real quick, did that ship come with... It came with defenses, right?
It does not, actually. This one...
So perhaps we'd give a small donation and then purchase some defenses?
He would say, actually, on top, in bringing up defenses, he would say, Actually, the quartermaster of Port Damali had been hired onto the vessel that was that had been destroyed. Her body recovered from the wreckage. We were able to resuscitate her. And she, little spitfire that she is a artificer of some capacity. The boat itself does not have any mounted ballistae or cannons, but she has a cannon that she has on wheels that is enchanted in a way that she can maneuver it about. In the worst of circumstances, she can have it bolt itself to the deck to be able to fire.
And is she looking to crew up?
Well, she feels a certain affinity for the Calliope already. I'm certain I would be able to keep her commission on the boat. And she would operate as a liaison that she has easily able to enchant sending stones, and be able to get her to leave one here, that in case you all needed to contact the Union, then...
Well, it just so happens we're looking to have primarily House d'Abattoir staff on the boat.
Oh, certainly.
Actually, Luca would say the vessel. However,
Yes.
This does offer me a unique opportunity, perhaps, to bring her into the family as an appointed liaison to you.
That would
In an
that
official
would be
capacity.
that
In
would
an
be
official
wonderful.
capacity, solidifying in our business our intentions to continue to work together.
Wonderful. Well,
Now,
yes.
you mentioned discretion earlier, and while it is not one of my family's attributes that I particularly enjoy bringing light to, it cannot be said that House d'Abattoir is lacking when it comes to discretion. We have a sordid past that we are cleaning up, but when it comes to keeping our mouths shut, we're awfully good at it.
That is the word. That is still being passed about. That while things became turbulent, the boat that is House d'Abattoir weathered the storm. Part of what
means that we keep moving forward.
part of why I am willing to risk not having a full payoff now, so that perhaps there can be a better payoff later.
Well, for starters, I accept the offer.
Beautiful.
But to sweeten the pot, House d'Abattoir will take on any encumbrance of cost with employing the former quartermaster, and House
Surely.
d'Abattoir will make a personal donation on top of the asking price.
Most appreciated.
And, unrelated to the ship itself, as a show of good faith and business to come, for the next year, I would like to offer 5%.
5%.
Of all trade done using the vessel, 5% will go back here to you, to the Union.
Then it would very much behoove me to have Quartermaster Brandywood on the boat.
As I've said, in order to strengthen communication between us, having an officially appointed liaison would be the most transparent move that we could make.
If you're going to do that, I would almost insist on us continuing to pay her wage, as that is a very generous offer.
We would like to have her under the umbrella of House d'Abattoir. But that is why I said, through House d'Abattoir being paid as an official liaison to you, with the intent to do business with you in the future. That way, you will always have a permanent contact in House d'Abattoir to come to in order to broach discussion.
Wonderful. Settled then. And as he says that, you see the orb itself kind of he touches it, and it looks like the words that were just said kind of vibrate within it, and he kind of like plays back just a little bit of the discussion had, and you hear it just kind of at a lower volume than the room previously, but you hear it replay, and he actually asks beforehand, is this final and acceptable? And and as he starts to say that, he touches a part of the orb again to basically record it and say, is this acceptable terms then?
On behalf of House d'Abattoir, I, Lucius d'Abattoir, do accept these terms, including your reservation of the proprietary rights of the Broomstones.
And as you finish that, he says, I, Olaf Huntbringer III of the Alsfarine Union, accept the exchange. And he takes his finger off, and the orb kind of looks like it darkens for a moment, and as it does, there's kind of a mechanism in the table that starts to glow as it moves towards him, and a little drawer on the table kind of extrudes, and these two small shards of green stone, maybe finger length, extrude from the table, and he holds them up. They are identical, and right at the base, there is a small circular sigil that is that of the Alsfarine Union, with the boat and sails and side sails, and he holds his thumb over it, and it basically holograms below onto the table, and legalese out. It is a long legalese version of what was said, and very much and reading it over, no extra knowledge or no extra rolls needed. The legalese is very much very legible in legalese. And he hands one to you, one to keeps the other one for himself, and this I will file away. And it's a pleasure doing business. Do we have the payment on hand, or will we need to send for your send to the house? I could ride along with the vessel back to your residence to retrieve it.
I will pipe up at this point.
I believe we have it on hand. The storm, if you will.
No.
I think Eridrin has.
Oh, is it Eridrin? Sorry. Luca would just Eridrin, if you will.
Yeah. And is there enough room in the room to unfold a whole?
Oh gosh, that.
At least on the wall, maybe.
I'll say on the wall, yes. On the ground, no.
Okay. On the wall, I will
help stretch it up
hole.
To the top.
Okay, so as you stretch it onto the wall, there is an abrupt clattering as the gravity of the room shifts.
Yep.
Is the table big enough?
The table's not big enough. It's oblong. Technically, it's long enough, but it is an oval, not a circle. And you get your first lesson in cartoon physics as you slap it up on the wall, and the stairs that were built into the hole, or that were in there, suddenly slam over, and coinage kind of the bags all shifting, and this ocean of gold and platinum and stairs.
Luca pinches their brow.
Okay, for the record, Storm helped me hold it up. Also for the record,
that was teamwork. Good job.
It was group idiocy.
Yeah, like I said, it was teamwork.
Yeah. But Eridrin will, just not even thinking, summon Eridrinish, and they'll both just start heaving bags out.
We'll just be there clapping like, that was cool.
Piles of gold and platinum with one of the bags that emptied, it's like shoving it in.
Luca very pointedly looks over at Eridrin and via the mental link just says, "Have you put out any fires lately?"
Very pointedly back. No, this is the closest we've gotten recently.
Okay, but this is like actually funny.
Yeah, Akira is going to actually.
Luca says that in character. Okay, but this is like actually funny.
Akira is going to get closer to Eridrin as he's heaving the bags, but not offer any help at all. Just stand there and like looking at, like looking at Eridrin.
You can do that. It doesn't bother me.
Olaf stifles a chuckle, but doesn't entirely out loud cackle about it. But he, well, I'll leave you to the sorting of things. I will inform necessary parties. Make sure that our small ocean of free agents out in the lobby have fresh paperwork to sign once again, and well, I guess finishing their transfer papers. They were planning on going onto another vessel after all.
So, are we allowed to rename the ship, or is it just the Calliope now?
I'd rather like the name, to be honest with you.
It's your ship. It's your ship, as long as you inform the Union as to what you change it to, so that we can manage the changing of its name and registration with us, so that all ports know to look for the Calliope or whatever you decide.
Yeah, Calliope is a solid name. I think they would tossing around the Manticore, which is not a bad name. But
Oh, the Calliope is nice though. It's very pretty. It's quite nostalgic-ish.
I think
Kind of.
I think it's a nice name, and also there was some nostalgia from the cellar, and also we'll be having a former member of its crew. Are you all okay with keeping the name the same, or would we like to change it?
I'm fine.
That
with it.
storm is unsuspecting, you know? Like, no one thinks Calliope is going to be a hard-hitting thing, but, you fucking...
Yeah, no, I mean, y'all were
Well,
talking about the Manticore earlier, and
As someone who has been standing here the whole time and clearly has been here.
Yes, entirely. You both step in.
I would say that
Completely
yeah,
unnoticed.
I feel like either one's fine. The Calliope is a beautiful name.
Out of
Calliope's
character,
Manticore.
like totally above board, and I'm sure Ro is probably, because I noticed Ro stayed kind of quiet. Calliope is one of the muses.
I know.
So
I know.
So I know. So it's
know.
like it's very fitting for Luca, like for the Debitoire Exchange, considering that Luca's a bard. It's very fitting. So I actually really like it.
No, after hearing the name, I don't want to change the name.
I noticed you were so quiet. Usually you're one of the first to be like, "Let's go," but. But
I just know I was
the
the main
storm.
sport
If the
for
storm is cool with
so,
it,
I mean,
if the storm is cool with it, then I'm cool with it. I like the name. I think it's good.
And besides, you will have possibly, probably, hopefully, have new boats to name.
it's true.
All the winds blowing the way we wish.
Oh, to someday in the future, be able to buy the storm a battleship.
Ooh.
A man of war. Like a big-ass boat.
Yes.
But yes, to the winds of change always being at your back. And he spreads the long tunic out, bowing very respectfully, and basically out, bow, and then bringing his arms in this very Marquesian kind of politeness.
The storm returns.
Ola will lift up his two arms and be like, "We got a boat! Woo!"
I will stop moving bags for a second for both Erdrinish and myself to bow, very much like twins doing the same thing at the same time.
Nice.
Shadow is a cloak once more.
Shadow is a cloak once more. But as y'all pull together, you watch, or those of you who are not voraciously herding spilled gold, the rest of you able to see him go out, and he actually looks excited almost as he starts talking to his under associates and saying, "Yes, they bought the Calliope. Yes, I know, it's wonderful." And he starts doing his part of they're buying the Calliope, and here's the price, and scrolling out all the things on the appropriate paperwork. Passing it off to one of the underlings. The hard work of it being done now, he does pardon himself off to other business, and passing it on to underlings to do the shuffle.
Do the shuffle.
Y'all can tell that this is going to be probably a few hours of actual paperwork, getting that's 70,000 gold pieces. Y'all just committed to and spilled. So with that, those who are not counting cash and or signing papers,
Micah turns to Dante.
With yourselves?
Micah turns to Dante and just kind of quietly asks, "What? So you don't have to count it?"
Dante's just gonna full on just give him a flat look and just be like, and just not say nothing.
Micah just grins and waits,
He ain't gonna say nothing.
waiting
He's
for the
gonna leave
incoming
it.
shove after standing there long enough.
I mean, Akira is watching.
Okay, above table, Jeremy is slow clapping. I can't slow clap and hold down my toggle key at the same time, but I am slow clapping that joke. Grade A, 100%, 100% great joke.
Akira, while not counting, has been paying attention. And so they're mainly like annoying Eredrin more than anything else right now, to be perfectly honest. Like occasionally Eredrin will go to heave a bag and I'll put Mage Hand against it. Just push it.
That extra 10 pounds of pressure.
Just to push against it. Like Akira is totally being annoying little sibling right now. 100%.
Literally
100%.
the easiest possible thing for you to do.
All you hear in your head is, "Don't make me tell Joanne on you."
Oh, I push even harder and say back, "I dare you."
Olo would like to go up to Knock and just like shove his shoulder a sec and be like, "Hey, dude, I got a prezi for you. Do you want a prezi?" Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, cool, sweet. And I'm gonna take out one of the potions I've made, and I'm gonna give you a potion of Frost Giant Strength. Be like, this one, give you big muscles, make you strong.
Legit. Yeah.
You know, because I know like you punch stuff a lot. You know, like I saw you on the ship. You might need it.
I thought we were gonna do the Cloud Giant.
Oh yeah, shit. Wait, not that one. I'll just snatch it out of your hand. Like, wait, and go back in. This one.
Yeah, he hands you one that's like heavy, frosty, and then he like snatches it away from you, and then he this other one. It's weirdly light. It's like the same size vial. Yeah, that's the word. But it's actually a little bit lighter in your hand. It's weird.
Okay.
Oh, this one makes you even stronger than the last one.
Oh, really? Frost.
Yeah.
Than Frost Giant Strength.
Like a cloud giant. No, not like a cloud giant. You know.
Clouds traditionally aren't very strong, are they? I mean, like they're just like.
No, I don't get why they call cloud giants. I guess it's because they live in the sky or some shit. But fucking who knows?
I mean, hey, who am I to
But yeah, it's for you. You know, because of our adventure, we're going somewhere where you're probably gonna need to beat the shit out of something. That's
Yeah, no, I'm.
You get what I mean.
Probably a lot, actually.
Erdrin pipes up quickly and says, "Well, clouds, if you were to condense it down, are like millions of pounds. I'm pretty sure."
Well, you can have the frost one if you want, Erdrin. I don't mind.
I mean, I won't say no.
Okay, here you go.
Also, actually, above
I'll
table,
give you the
also,
frost one.
real quick, just wanted to make sure that the legalese was correctly filled out. That like it's actually the Late's ship, but we're letting the exchange use it, right? That's what we agreed with Luca.
It will be as intended.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get into the finer points of it, but yes, this is not a monkey's paw situation. You got a fucking 44.
Fair enough. Okay.
The monkey fat chain. The monkey's fist. The monkey.
I just don't want the exchange's assets somehow being seized for some Jeremy's fucking with us reason, because of Faye bullshit, and then suddenly the ship's gone.
Let's not have Faye shenanigans happen. Dante will not be happy.
Sweet girl wanted to cuddle the cat behind me. I'm like, you can cuddle the cat, just not in stream. We are not a stream for children. But
We are not.
No.
TOS. Just like this is just Diet Coke and not it's definitely not Jack and Coke, because that would be wrong, and or I can't afford the Jack and Coke.
To be fair, Jack would dilute the Coke. You know,
It's true.
So, I mean,
That reminds me of the drink I have in my fridge, and I'm so disappointed I'm not drinking it.
Well, there's no better time than now. But yes, as that time goes on, I know there's definitely that's good juice, Moon. Good juice. There are definitely a Oladon, a Micah, a Dante, maybe even a Knock. Yeah. Go ahead.
So just being clear, you don't have to count it.
What do you think?
While the Storm would like to help count it, he actually has things he would like to do instead.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, so I'm getting voluntold into counting all the money. Got it. Cool.
Yep.
I'm not big on the numbers.
Not like I
so
had.
it's
Not
all
like
you
I
guys.
also had,
Akira
shit to
Akira
do.
will help you.
You already got to spend some time in the city.
Akira will help you count.
10 minutes. I got 10 minutes in the city.
Akira will help you count. Akira's being an asshole towards you, but they're gonna help you count.
Oh, as soon as you
what
start
time of the
helping, a
day?
mage hand is pushing down on your bags too.
What time of the day is it?
Y'all got here early afternoon. Negotiation was maybe an hour in grand total and everything, especially with the fucking 44. It was just, you were good. You were good at what you do.
Before Dante leaves, I would like to hand Dante back the 1K in gold and say, I wasn't able to get the diamond pieces. You'll have to go to the mage place across the city that I definitely remember the name of to get that. But here is 1K in diamond dust.
Awesome.
The allegiance of Allsight. And they're in the Sigil district, on the way to the Guided district, which is the Guided district is where the Eventide is. So crossings of Eventide, where you were planning on heading, anyways.
Eventide.
Flow. That's
Or do you
even,
want me to give
that's even flow. Even flow.
DMCA.
I mean, I do want to point out, Dante won't really leave the room yet anyway, because obviously Michael's on the job to protect Akira. So if they leave the room without Akira, it's kind of like defeats the object.
Oh yeah, Akira, do you want a Prezi as well?
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, cool. He goes back in his bag and he takes out a potion of superior healing. And he goes, "You need this because you're in the punchy zone."
I am in the punchy zone. You are right.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so just in case, it will, you know, close wounds, stop you burning, make it all better.
Oh, Akira gives you a big ass hug.
No, you get one. You definitely get one back, and he'll probably lift you up off the floor a bit and just, you know, straighten his back out like, "Oh, thanks, man."
This is part of that wonderful 5 weeks of travel with a bunch of fucking alchemists cooking shit.
Once you're done with that hug, Dante will give you the gold dust that Eredrin gave him.
Ooh,
Diamond.
Thank you.
Diamond
Thanks
dust.
very much.
Yeah, that's
How much? How much is it again? 1K, cool.
I would like to
Amazing.
note also with those potions, we now have the capacity to get all of our frontline fighters who could hit with strength into the 20s with their strength.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's why I give.
Like Cloud Giant strength is 27, and Frost Giant's 23. So like.
So a +3. All right. Or
Yeah, so if
adding
we
3 to
just-
my
if we
score.
just
Yeah.
keep feeding me kills for at least, you know, like another 49, I can get up to a 22 dex as well. Like, we can all get these
Cray.
numbers.
Cray.
I mean, if you like communicate that to us, like maybe as a party we could tactically work a way where you get the final hit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think I made mention of it in the one little bit, but I think it also just worked out with me getting the final hit against the knockout.
Yeah, you mentioned it above character to everybody,
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
above table to everybody.
Akira's
Well, that
strength
was
is at a
also, like,
23.
the first
So
figuring it out and like noticing now that kind of something is happening after the first one. So
True
I might
enough.
be able to make mention of it now.
True enough.
Speaking of Micah, honestly, Micah, you had heard about the bounty, specifically as it pertained to Nethvine, the belladonna, and his interest. But that threat is gone. And now not locked in a boat with, you know, the possibility of, well, even probability of an assassin just jumping out from a random corner and catching them unawares. Your mission, the necessity of your counter spy, counter espionage, counter sabotage is currently expired. That was what your purpose was, to counter assassinate when you came across such things being targeted at them. Well, targeted at not just Akira specifically, but at significant clasp members generally.
Yes.
So at least here, at least this far, mission complete.
Does Micah want to go to hell?
Yeah, I'll say, what are you pondering doing with that?
Well,
You actually do have a whole Ank'Harel to go and explore with Dante, if you wish.
upon hearing that Micah's contract is over.
Oh, Micah hasn't said it.
Oh no, it's not hearing. It's just
it's something Micah knows.
Internal realizations.
Oh, got you.
Internal dialogue.
Yeah.
Micah's...
So you know that part of that part of the mission is complete, at least.
So Micah still giving the playful grin to Dante from the really terrible joke. Their grin softens a little, and they're going to reach forward and just grab some of the material on the front of Dante's coat and just tug and just, come on then, we're going to get dinner.
Okay.
Hearing that, Olo will be like, where are we going?
I think this is your time to stay behind and, get very buddy with everybody else. Me and Micah are gonna go have dinner. And he's gonna just walk out.
But I'm hungry. Okay.
We'll meet up at the Eventide, right, after dinners?
Sure.
Sounds perfect.
D, is this a best friend dinner, kind of like how Storm had on his ship?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's not really a best friend dinner.
Absolutely. Olo, yes. It is exactly the same.
Yeah, I thought so. All right.
I think you're overthinking
wait, I got a
it,
present for you, Storm. No, it's fine. Before you go, though, I do have another prezi for you. You take a greater healing potion, Micah, and Storm, take the Supreme.
They're gonna need it tonight.
Well, thank
Akira,
you, Olo.
Kira is going
Okay.
to.
Oh, Shadow,
Everybody
wherever
do
you
their
are,
own
take a greater.
A greater health.
Dante, does he just find these things laying around?
No, I make them.
He just
Oh,
makes
big brain.
these.
Akira is going to. Akira is
How
going
does
to
it work?
approach.
Like you put the potion up and it just disappears
Pocket.
out of your hands.
It goes into the bag of holding.
Nice. Akira is
Yeah,
going
that's
to
a character sheet.
is going to approach Olo and say,
Yeah.
"It's a little more than best friends dinner, I think. But how about this? Luca and I will have dinner with you."
Oh, yeah.
You'll have a dinner
That
tonight.
sounds cool.
Your dinner's planned for tonight.
It is, and speaking of,
noble shit.
yeah, as y'all are doing paperwork, actually, there's a place that I had in mind. Let me say.
Completely forgot we're gonna go have cookies in a rich person's house.
Most of the money was already in bags. Can we assume that took like 10 minutes?
Oh, I mean, it took a bit, but also it's not even just the in bags. It's the having to make sure that it is like having to go through it, and actually, they have to make sure that the denominations are right, that random coins are in fact denoted to be truly gold, all that. So it takes a hot minute.
And since obviously Nock and Shadow were a bit preoccupied whenever things were going down, and when I get back to the group and people kind of divulge like more information to me, I'm something that Bearded missed. Do we? Is this like this ship has been salvaged and everything? Is it already? Is it ready to go? Is it needing repairs, or is it just like
it's ready to go?
Yeah,
It's ready to go.
Okay.
It doesn't have like defenses, but it's got like an artificer on it that has like a cannon that they can wheel around. So
if you wanted to like
that's
furnish a room or something, like you could do
Well,
something
that was
like
my. I didn't know if there was, because I know we're all gonna have our own quarters at this point.
I think that as soon as the paperwork is all signed, they'll probably take us there, right? Is that?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So,
And Luca, and if the group is split, Luca is willing to like perform sendings to call people if necessary. It's no problem. But we do have a point we're planning to meet up at, and from there, I think we'll go to the ship.
And then I don't know if this was discussed or not. I'm assuming the party members, us, have our own individual quarters. Is that correct, or is it going to be like kind of?
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for. I think.
I mean, the Storm gets his own room with the captain in the captain's quarters. So
You right? You right?
I mean,
I mean,
if it
sleep
helps,
with the boss.
You're not angry.
one less room for Micah and Dante.
That's true. So
Also,
Ola
if
will
it
sleep on the
helps,
floor. You don't care.
Erickson will sleep on Glorious. Like, he is more than willing to do that. He did
Fluffy
most of
feathered
that on
bed,
the.
yeah.
He did most of that on the ride over to here.
indeed.
Glorious
saves
is
on
just in
cabin
fact a
space. I think
fluffy,
there is
heated
enough
feather bed.
space for everyone to have their own room or zone.
I kind of just imagine Erdrin sleeping on like the upper decks, like exposed to the sky, just cuddled up with Glorious.
Yeah, that's
Probably on the
exactly what I
forward
meant.
bow, though.
So that you can like look up at the stars or the clouds or whatever, and you have a heated feather bed.
Ola will
Have a
definitely
wing
make his
blanket.
rounds in the night. Like, he'll make his rounds knocking on your door, holding like within his stuffed toy, and just be like, "Can I sleep in your room tonight?" And he's like, "No, okay, next one. Can I sleep in your room?"
You always have a place on Glorious.
Yeah, no, that's probably where he'll end up.
Ola was
If
so
there's no room,
cute.
So
He's so precious.
He's just an 8'3" baby.
I mean, here's
so sweet.
well.
He's
Well,
so
how about
pure.
this? How about this, Olo? When Luca is not here, you
Yeah.
can sleep in the same room as Akira.
Oh, sweet. No best friend stuff though. Okay. I don't do
No.
that.
I mean, we'll be best friends, but not those type of best friends.
Oh, all right. No, that's fine. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
we'll be best friends, but not those kind of best friends. I only have one request:
Yeah.
that at night when it's time for bed, You make the rabbit. You make the rabbit.
Oh,
for me?
yeah. Methany.
Oh, Jack, that
I'll
killed me,
I'll
man.
make them. Yeah.
The name.
What?
You're so
It's
best
Bethany.
friends.
Bethany.
Do you need a crystal to summon her, or
Well,
He's got a few.
Maybe.
Of those already.
I might be able
so-
to make that, to be honest.
A needle pulling thread.
But yeah, Akira, I'll happily do that. That would be great. As long as the best friends stuff.
Yeah.
But
No,
we would be
no.
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
not in the way that Luca and I are friends. Not in the way that Storm and the captain are friends, or even whatever that thing is Micah and Dante are doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they do. No, me
Dinner. We're doing dinner.
Indeed.
But that's not what you were doing the other night. But go have fun, scamper.
Wait, what? What happened?
Indeed. So as
What were we
y'all are
doing the other night?
discussing a
Something.
well dressed young lady, lithe, muscular, sandaled up and running in the front door, holding a folded letter with a wax seal. Comes in, kind of looks around, breathing, just having done some running, and looks around, sees the storm first, the easiest one to see of the group that she was described. Comes as she comes running forward, and you one of the ones that Debitoire. You're one of the
Yes.
Emerald
Slow
Eight.
down. Yes.
Emerald Eight.
We are the Emerald Light affiliated with House Debitoire. What is it?
Accurate? Luca just accurate?
Which one? Which one of you is the Debitoire one?
Those two? And the storm points at both of them.
Oh, two. Right, two. And she hands it over. It's a very nice pressed gold seal. Looks a lot like the ring that was one of the rings that was on.
Who does she give it to?
She hands it towards you two. She got told that it's you two, so she just kind of holds it in y'all's direction, waiting for one of you to take it.
Akira is totally going to motion towards Luca, like this one.
Luca will reach out and take it.
And I love how subdued you try to make yourself. There we are. And you see the ring or the pressing of the ring that Lord Ashtaroth had, one of the big signet that he had on his hand. And opening it up, it is a finely, and it smells like freshly calligraphied official invite to the. No, why did you move again? Stop
I've
zooming
never-
out.
I've
No,
never
sorry,
been invited to a why did you move
Sorry,
again?
sorry. I had it pulled up and then it resumed, and I'm like, come on.
Is that like a party your friends from your old hometown throw passive aggressively?
Precisely. No,
Why did you move?
Why did you move? Yes.
It also can be thrown after the musical Hairspray.
There it is. Officially inviting you to a you and the Barons Debitoire and the Emerald Late to a private dinner at the Life Dome in the River District.
Life Dome.
And all food provided. Just bring yourselves and for good company. And it is signed in the same penmanship, Lord Eric's Estros.
Ooh, a handwritten invitation.
Indeed.
He really wants to speak to you.
Probably going to be a lot of business and politics.
And the runner kind of stands there for a second, kind of twiddling her fingers.
Are you waiting for me to accept
bouncing,
the invitation?
Bouncing on her heels, kind of expectantly waiting for something. And you say that, and she
licks her platinum coin.
Oh, wait. I got that. Don't worry.
He wants to do it.
Yeah, you flick the platinum coin at her, and she was looking this way, and it flicks, and she jumps real quick, and it kind of hits her first, and then she catches it. And so is that a yes then?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And she smiles big, and then like looks and sees the platinum coin, and it's this
Take a moment with that before you trip.
It's this full like surprise. You could tell she was possibly waiting on something, a denomination smaller of some sort, but then seeing that she like grips, and it's this almost like renewed vigor of like and just starts just sprinting out.
I mean, it looks like we're in the good part of town, so like, should be safe.
Right.
Well, where we are right now, we are pretty safe for that.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, I mean, like we're
the good part of town. You mean on Corel, right? Like,
and also like literally in a room where business dealings were happening. We should be okay.
Indeed.
Akira.
Yes.
My apologies, love, but you don't get to get out of this one.
But Olo and I were gonna. Oh.
It's fine. We get to have cookies. It'd be great.
Yeah, but it's like formal cookies with foods I've never heard of. Have you eaten with nobles before? They eat the bad part. They eat the bad part of the kills.
Why? Why do they hate themselves?
I don't know.
To be fair, I'm not really well versed in noble cuisine here.
Well, you're the exception, but like from everything I've heard from back in Grimgillier, they would eat snails and fish eggs and.
Have you ever had
Aaron starts chuckling.
Have we ever served you a meal you didn't like at the manor?
No, but the manor's different. That's more like home cooking. No,
just not really.
Seems
I'm
different.
still hung up on that they eat snails. Like what?
Yes,
Why?
some really do. That's true.
Yes,
They're
they
gooey.
do.
Not really my preference, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's called escargot.
Oh, I did in fact miss a very important part. As she's about to depart, she does bow and say, "Be pleased," and run off.
Okay.
I'm very pleased. Thank you.
And yeah, go ahead.
But yes, Olo, I like while Luca's family has never served me such things, I have heard like this is totally Akira buying into like the hanging out with the class and listening to them talk about rich people. And so this is totally based on the stereotype, not the actual fact. Akira has no real knowledge, but they're just like my friends at the class would say.
Your own brothers and probably your sister.
Yeah, and my family, and my family too. So it's like,
I would just like some wine and wings.
It's so much worse than that, Akira. Sometimes they eat pigeons.
What?
Why?
Why? Ew. No, they're actually very nice.
Rich
people.
Rich people are crazy. Who knows?
I just heard one dove cry in the background for some reason.
I will pipe in. I'll say, well, Luca, to be completely honest, before I went to Nicodranus, I'd never seen anyone eat a fish before. So,
You think eating fish is weird?
I came from the elemental plane of Earth straight to a landlocked mountain.
What did you eat in the Earth plane?
Rocks.
What we can find.
Do they have edible gems? That'd be really cool. You know?
I did want to see a man.
Can
eat
I
a
roll
gem.
history to see if we had edible gems?
You did
Didn't
not
we see Kavana eat a gem?
No.
I thought we did.
Feel like
Damn
the-
it.
Feel like those candy rocks, you know?
No,
That's one thing,
he bit a gem to test it.
Good enough.
I think that close enough. Yeah.
Close enough, yeah.
Close enough. Close
he
enough
liked
for Luca to
rocks.
say it to Olo.
You like rocks a lot.
For sure.
And he
But-
loved mines.
But
We have some time before this dinner. I imagine. I don't plan to leave here until the deed comes in for the ship.
It's really small. So we probably all need, well, the four of us, and he'll gesture to Luca, Kira, Quintessa, and himself. Need to go shopping, right, for new clothes for this climate and whatnot.
Akira is going to.
you
Akira
will all
is going to
love
yank
the
from their clothes.
feel. Yeah, you will all love the feel of the linens here. They're different than almost anywhere else in the world.
Might I make a recommendation? Is it not the head of the textiles family that we're going to be meeting with,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, we're meeting
yeah.
with the head of textiles.
But they just have like patterns and bulk.
Oh, I know, but
Right.
but what I was going to say was the people we're actually meeting with for dinner, they own a textile company here. Maybe take a look at what they offer, see what their
we-
stores are.
We stopped in there, in fact.
If we did, I don't remember. That's my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no. Luca was not there.
Okay.
Yeah, only,
Okay,
only
cool.
Micah.
I'm not crazy.
Only Micah was
But
there.
Luca was not.
Yeah, Micah was there. Luca wasn't.
I was going to say, I don't think Luca was.
But we stopped in there. I quit. But it is on good terms. Me quitting and moving into your employ is in fact what instigated the meeting. So
Oh yes, which by the way, and Luca is going to step forward and hold out a hand,
she reaches to take it.
and Luca will shake her hand and say, "Welcome to the employ of House Debatoire. I am Lucas Debatoire. You already know."
Yes, you are. You are the one. Wonderful. And she actually, in that welcome, she actually like double grips your one hand, brings it up, and kind of like kisses your thumb in just very quick, very quick peck. And my respect and thanks for your employ. Yeah. Things sometimes the winds sometimes change very quickly. She looks very pointedly at Storm, and
Little smirk from Luca.
and you know, I did not expect to be caught in this whirlwind, but it is what it is, and I happy to be here.
In your
As
head,
I
she was
always
caught in a
say.
whirlwind, all right.
As I always say, no room for caution in a life well lived.
That is true. Cold
as-
said, "Become the storm," and by gods, he did.
And
That
you
he
hear
did.
you hear her in Marquesian, and
I speak that.
no, that's what I mean. You hear her in Marquesian as she's kind of trying to underhandedly to the rest whom she assumes does not speak it say, yeah, he did.
I love that.
Nice.
Well then,
Nice.
as it so happens, so I'm assuming Luca did likely bring a retainer from House Debatoire with. Was that possible or no? I know we had
Retainer?
limits on the teleport. I know we had the limits
How did you
on the
bring your
teleport.
retainer? That's disgusting.
I don't think we brought the full number of people we could take. So
Okay, so
What-
because a
what- who-
retainer representing the company that could handle the documentation and stuff like that would be someone that Luca would have to probably bring with him.
Oh, right.
Right.
So yeah, after getting your very appropriate, very official signatures on the big stuff, and delegating the rest of the authority to one of your Howitzer and Hall associates.
Yes.
One of their under associates to help sign the rest of things. And yeah, it does take the better part of an hour, even with several people, for 70,000 gold to be entirely accounted for. But in the doings of those who departed off into the city to go have dinner, where are you headed?
That's a secret.
I would say, are you? I assume y'all aren't headed for Fade to Black, at least at this point yet.
I think at this exact moment,
I can sum it up for you. You're going to the No Tail Motel. I know where you're going.
No, I actually legitimately think that Micah is just taking Dante to dinner. Because it's a very mundane thing that we don't get to do.
I think there was something for Dante. I think though.
Yes, they were
We do have
gonna
something to
go
do.
to the guild, but before that, dinner first.
Yes.
Dante, as they walk away,
the gills.
Dante is fully going. We need to go somewhere with steak. I'm thinking rare.
Blue.
Couldn't agree more.
But didn't Dante need diamond bits from that magic store as well? Wasn't that, I think, the other thing?
No, that's
Makes
why I
sense on the way.
Olo.
I would say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They weren't actually for Dante.
That is, that is actually something pretty easy, I'll say, to get done in now knowing where to go for bigger diamonds in the Sigil District, being able to go to the Allegiance of All Sight. Essentially, within about 100,000 gold pieces worth of diamond, you'd be able to get basically whatever size that you might need, and them either have it on hand or with magical fabrication be able to take diamonds that they already have and fashion them. This is
Cheater's method.
100,000.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Up to about 100,000 gold pieces worth. Just in whatever denomination you might ask for, between dust and like a 5,000 gold piece diamond, they'd be able to accommodate it, and yeah. So
I mean, it wasn't really for me, so I would say.
I meant for Olo, so that we can have at least that business taken care of.
I need pocket money.
Yeah, I was gonna say retconningly. He would probably
No.
probably be given 1,000 gold or like 100 platinum. I think 100 platinum is 1,000 gold.
And
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah,
I will
so
contribute
there we go.
200 to that for reasons, because I know what size he needs. So I'll contribute 200 because I planned on doing that anyways, but didn't get to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so I'll take it out of
Erin,
mine.
if you want, we can go for a fly and have a look. We can go there and stuff.
So,
Sure, I'll join you as soon as we get this handled.
Oh yeah.
just a point of order. Have we been shown the ship yet and everything? Has we got?
I was just about to get around to that. So the office here, as paperwork is being officially completed, official money transferred in hand, hard cash. Funny thing about hard cash, it buys shit.
This
And
cash is definitely hard, almost like it's made of metal.
indeed,
But is it 34 hard?
Some of it's a soft metal though.
I threw that in Martinius for a reason.
Don't tempt us with a good time. This office that y'all have been discussing with, it is right at the edge of the ridge. This several 100-foot raise in the city. Still a little bit below Indara Skyport height, but still very high. And Olaf starts walking out the front door and kind of looks about for a moment and, friends, come along. And
right.
those of you who did stay back see flying towards you all. The Silver Sun had a long tail out the bottom of it as kind of a stabilizer for the way that everything was, and that's what he was kind of talking about. And like a lot of skyship are not made for landing in water unless it's like deep sea, because like those stabilizer tails would fucking like break off.
Yeah.
But this boat looks like a sea vessel. You can see how there are some of the discolorations of age and being in the water, but it's been like buffed and kind of refinished so that it's just a little bit lighter on the bottom, below the wave line, as it is fresher sanded. And relacquered, and as it flies in, these two front, two back side sails, fully extended. The two top sails are the two top masts helping guide it. They are only a couple of people on the boat, though behind the wheel it almost looks like there's not somebody there, but then you see it turning very, very particularly, like it is in fact being steered, and you see a halfling woman on the back of it, steering this big wheel. The wheel is bigger than she is, like full on, like spoke to spoke. It is bigger than she is, but she is small, stout, and looks like she has some big ass gloves on, helping her steer it, and as she steers it, the side fins kind of tilt and guide as it starts coming in closer to the side of the Union. There are bells and whistles exchanged, ropes along the side of the cliff, attached to this kind of rudimentary sky dock, whereas the skyport is made for all sorts of boats to be able to butt up to it. This is made in a way that is trying to be forgiving of the fact that it is attached to rock. The skyport's able to sway a little bit if it gets bumped into. The mountain is not. And so the dock itself has to kind of accommodate for that and have a little bit of sway to its construction, and ropes thrown from dockside onto the boat. These sailors pulling it in. Olo, you notice as it comes side. You did hear the name
Mm-hmm.
before. You heard Quartermaster Brandywood.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly who that is.
And so you definitely have that moment of like, it definitely could be. It definitely could be. And then you see her in her full glory. She looks a little rougher than she did before. Before she was very much land-based. Didn't go out on the boat much. And then she got a little rougher and tumbler as y'all got to know each other. And now, restored to life, you see this healed up gash down the center of her halfling face. It's just this discoloration kind of going down in this line, but still bright, chipper. She's not doesn't look jaded in her expressions as it pulls in for a landing, and you hear, all right, temps off the boat. Officially transferring captainship. And the three who were helping tend the sails. Again, skeleton crew basically, debarking, and then she steps over to the plank, and then like she's in the middle of this whole official thing, and she just fucking stops and screams, "Oladon, motherfucking Snowtop!" And go sprinting across, sprints onto this plank down across, and full on leaps off the ground about 2.5-3 feet, her full height, just glumps onto him. How in the fuck you do?
How you do? Glad you alive.
Glad you're alive. They pulled me out. They shot me up. You pay into a fund and you hope that they actually follow through with shit. And once you know, I came to, and I asked about the lot of you all, and they said you weren't in the wreckage.
We had to bail pretty hard.
I believe.
I couldn't find you.
The fuck happened?
I just look over my shoulder a little. He doesn't care if anyone's listening. He's just like he's like, well, when that thing hit the ship.
What thing hit the ship?
Oh, well, a meteor.
Oh shit!
From a mage. That don't like us very much.
Oh, that one that you were the one y'all were fucking with. Oh,
yeah. He hit the ship. It tipped. We went. Hit the floor. Whisper's neck got snapped.
It
was pretty bad. I couldn't find you in the wreckage, and then we had to leg it.
No. I'm glad you all fucked off. I didn't know what to think if they hadn't found whole bodies, whatnot. But
Oh no, we just ran, and then we robbed his house, and then ran some more.
You robbed his house. Oh
yeah.
Right. Well, I don't feel quite the need to kill him quite as hard now, but. So when
I missed you, dude. Do you need help with the thing? And he gestures like the scar on her face, and he just holds like a energy in his finger to like a healing.
It's distinguished, isn't it?
It looks pretty fucking badass, to be fair.
I thought so myself. So I changed my specialty a little bit. Buddy now rather than being I repurpose his hands, and she grips, and these gloves are somewhat mechanical in nature. Repurposed him. Now he's a big fuck off cannon. I was.
What?
Oh, he's beautiful. I'll show you all about him. And she kind of set me down, please.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Officially transferring command of the Calliope to Captain Quintessa Catal. That's my fault. And Quintessa walks up, bows very respectfully. Commission accepted, Quartermaster Brandywood. Thank you. And she turns, walks much more politely than Omer did. Walks back on deck, clicks heel, turns around, and says, "Well, crew, hop on then." And
claps.
The rest of the crew starts running on, and Omer looks up and just kind of like grips your hand tight. And we have a lot of business. If after you get done tonight, you're sleeping on the boat. We're talking.
Okay.
We're drinking. You tell me everything that I missed.
Okie doke. I'll try and go find some beer. I'm going to a fancy dinner, and I'll try and grab one of the fancy bottles.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be fancy.
We'll drain it. If somebody else is paying for it, grab two. Let's do it.
No, that's the plan.
I like that. Yeah.
I'll try and get a plate of the cookies too, maybe, if I don't eat them on the way. But I'll definitely get some food.
If there's gonna be cookies, you better bring out. Do I need to give you my bag of holding? I will unload it right now.
I got one now. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying I can clean mine out real quick and make sure you have a full bag just for cookies.
Just dumps everything out right there.
Like,
I'll do it. I'll do it. It's right in there.
She points
to the
Every
front
time
of the
they
ship.
bring out more cookies, he just takes a couple cookies, puts them in the bag throughout the whole dinner, the whole night.
Just like,
like you do see the cogs turning in Olo's head, and he's like, "That's a genius idea. Give me."
Y'all didn't hire me because I'm stupid. And she 100% just runs, like grabs on the railing, swings around, like runs up to the front of the boat. You hear a couple of things ting as she's moving around, and then a sudden kind of stuff dumping out of a bag of holding. And as she's walking back, she kind of you can see her kind of prestidigitating off she has inverted it. It's cleaning out the inside of it, very much like she said. Flips it back right side out again, and cookies,
and beer, and wine, and whatever.
And beer, and wine, and whatever else. Whatever else
in your inventory and call it bag of cookies.
And she says, if you can, there's this stuff here. It's the worst, but let me people pay so much money for it. Don't ask me why, but it's the worst, but it will do the job. It's called Sandkeg's Hide.
Sandkeg's Hide. Cool.
Sandkeg's Hide.
Yeah.
Sandkeg's Hide. Got it. That sounds interesting.
Okay. Yeah, it's the worst thing you could ever put in your body, and we should drink a bottle.
Okay, I'll try and find it. I'll probably try and find some druids too, and see if I can get any like smoky stuff or mushrooms and stuff. We can have a good time.
Oh man!
I don't know if they have wacky stuff here, man.
This is a place of culture. Be careful how wacky you look for. If somebody offers you sood, just say no.
Okay.
I have seen some shit.
Gotcha.
That's a one and done, and I'm glad I came back.
Okay. What about funky mushrooms and stuff? Do they have different mushrooms in a desert?
Oh, they do because they have caverns here that have just enough moisture to actually be able to grow a mushroom, and like you'll go back and forth.
Like Olo is just generally like, whoa, like I'm so finding one of these games.
As everybody starts getting settled on the boat, as y'all are able to explore the boat.
Quick question. Is Buddy the cannon visible and or present on top deck currently?
No. But not currently on deck. But again, this layout is familiar, though not precisely the same. A little bigger, a little in some places, a little smaller in others. But all in all, being able to find your way, the stairs that go below deck when you go in to head towards those stairs, you see that there is in fact a workshop in there with a banner, I'd say a banner if it weren't like burned into the wall, like seared into the wall, almost branded, cannon fodder needed, and one side of the desk that is kind of an ADHD, a neurotypical nightmare, an ADHD dream.
Hell yeah.
Off to the right, it is a bunch of cannonballs that are netted down very properly. On the left side, you see a cannon that looks like it is kind of repurposed, or the cannon part of it is solid iron, but kind of plated around the outside of it look like plates of like protection and reinforcement, and etched into those plates is BUDDY in the common.
Well, ignoring everything else and risking getting yelled at by a halfling, Airdrin is going to begin extensively studying and cooing over Buddy the cannon, because his pack bonding is fucking strong.
100%. And it does sit inert right now. It does seem like it has wheels, and then like in between the wheels there are basically like talons that look like they are currently engaged and basically clawed it into the deck, and it is currently like secured in its place. So like you like looking around at it, and you can see that it has this mechanism that it doesn't look like it's operated by hand crank, but if you put enough force in it, and you are strong enough to put enough force on it, you can kind of force it to turn a bit, and you hear the click 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 as it all starts to move. Right next to you, you see branded into the door there, dangerous waters. A definite notation for a bathroom. You will in fact find several places on this boat that have things branded into the walls. But part of the time that it took for y'all to do all the paperwork, get all the things settled, it seems like in going below decks that there are fresh supplies, barrels and barrels and shelves of fresh supplies brought on board. There are kind of older, more crackery kind of cookies, akin to slightly stale Chips Ahoy.
Ola will so take a wheel of cheese. You just take the whole thing and put it in the bag.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely wheels of cheese. That's why cheese wheels were invented. Long travels. But you see that while not singularly private quarters, there are more particular crew hammocks, and then several beds within some of the cabins, to where there can be 3, or on the extra cabin floor on the cargo deck below, 4 beds in a room.
Why do I have a bad feeling that people are going to be hearing some things on this airship?
Because it's a ship. It's fine.
Horny people.
It's a horny boat. We can't help it. It is the way.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Considering most
No,
of
you're
the cabins are below the captain's quarters. Yeah, I think you're right.
Indeed.
Oh no.
The crew. Yeah, that's that's going to eventually become the night crew cabin. You know.
Eventually, yeah. After the first 2 nights.
Exactly. But there are in fact even thought into this. 3 bathrooms on this boat. The upper one labeled dangerous waters. The two downstairs one, or the lowest floor one, labeled graveyard shift and alchemist required. On the insides of those, you see these little basins that look like they're for washing one's hands, but there is no water spigot in, there is no water flow out. It's just a pool that seems like it's constantly rippling, and it's not. It's mostly with just the shaking of the ship, but it has a little more rippling to it, and Omer will actually show off to those willing to listen. This is my favorite innovation. The cleaning. I was able to synthesize from the remains of a gelatinous cube. I was able to synthesize just the teeniest bit of sentience back into it, but not an angry or terribly malevolent sentience. More of I was able to put in at least what I hope to be contentment and gladness for one's lot, and well, because it keeps it together, and it's somewhat dilute. You can stick your hands into it to clean them off, and it'll dissolve any of the kind of nastiness that might be left over on your hands after taking care of business. And it takes that as a sign to emerge from the basin there, and go and clean out your chamber pot. The trigger word or trigger words for each of them is etched in the wall behind their basins. You will see Fred and Leonard and Jeremy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I can just interject here, this sounds very interesting. But are you telling me that you have gotten a piece of a gelatinous cube to be okay with eating our leavings?
That is their nature. Generally, is to clean places.
Anyway.
Yes, but so this thing is almost alive? Well, I mean,
Well,
if
They're gonna
me
be-
is sentient, this thing has an opinion.
it doesn't have an opinion per se, I don't think. But there's three of them. They respond to stimuli. One of them's name's Harold, one of them's name's Fred, and one of them's named Leonard. You know, they're etched in the wall behind their basins, and you just say thanks Harold, thanks Leonard, or thanks Fred, depending on which one you're in, and they'll get to the business of cleaning up the room, and then go back to their little resting basin, and all the stuff just kind of dissolves into them and becomes a part of them, and it gets burned off in their metabolic processes, and
They're like cells, right?
I am. This is gonna take some getting used to.
They're trained gelatinous cubes. I don't know gelatinous masses really, because they're not cubes. They're trained to just act like water in the basin and stay there. Well,
they will be fed a lot with me and Storm on board. They'll never starve.
Well, at least if you're taking a real gnarly one, I would ask that you use the one upstairs up here, and she opens the dangerous waters door and kind of gestures up, and you see this awning over the top, but it has airflow to the outside. To be kind to your neighbors, if you can make it to this one, the rest of the crew will appreciate you, because the jellies, as I refer to them, the jellies do eventually take care of the problem and the smell, but sometimes it might linger, so just be aware of that. Be cautious of yourself. Yeah. Just if you have it up here, it all just disperses out into the wind, and barely a whiff. So
God.
so yeah, we're just real. I've been able to really kind of let my mind free with the Calliope, and she kind of stops. Is she still the Calliope, or changing owners changes things sometimes?
Same
name.
We're
Beautiful.
We agreed. We like the name.
Beautiful. Then. But yeah, Calliope's a real good boat. I've been able to really just have fun with her, and even the stovetop in there. You know how we used to have to eat kind of cold food all the time, unless you used your druid fires or prestidigitation to kind of warm it up a bit. We were able to install just the teeniest bit of residuum in, and make a fire glyph. So as long as if you put a pot on the glyph, it heats up the pot, and then you take it off the glyph, and it cools down. It only takes like a minute for it to cool down. It's so cool. She's bragging about this whole boat, just loving having people to talk to.
Eridrim would like to jump in at the description of the stove and say, "Oh, we have something, or I have something similar." And from my smoldering tinder box that's hanging from my belt, I would pull out my little flicker spark.
Oh my goodness! And she sees it, and she's, I've only heard of these. Well, that's extraordinary. Where did you get it?
You got it over in, what's the city? I know the city.
Vasselheim.
What?
Vasselheim. Wow.
Vasselheim. Got it over in Vasselheim from the Moradin Forge. The Moradin Forge. Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't have stuttered as much, but yeah.
Of course. Oh, I've never made my way up to Vasselheim yet. Maybe is that going to be a place that we go at some point?
Maybe.
I love that.
Yeah, it's also really good for using in the forge as well. Speaking of, you're an artificer, right?
Tim's a robot or something? Oh,
Yeah.
robot.
Tinder Spark.
Somebody's a robot.
Yeah.
Invasion of the robots.
Her robot.
I am too. Please tell me everything about Buddy. And I point at Buddy.
Oh, Buddy! Oh well, he used to be an upright automaton, but apparently our old ship. She looks back towards Ola. Our old ship got hit by a meteor.
Yeah, it was bad. Fire,
Cool.
hard rocks, everything.
Cool. Hate that. At least I don't remember that happening. So at least there's that. But when we came to, I was only able to find scraps of Buddy, and I got real sad, real angry about that. And when we went back to go and they brought me back and asked me questions and everything, and they had me go and salvage the broomstone. I found parts of him, and so I brought them together. And while we were in Port D, I invested in a cannon, and I put what I had left of Buddy onto that cannon. And if I channel some magic into it when it needs happen, I can infuse it with some magic, and he'll move about for me, and I can either shoot with some magic, or maybe try and I've gotten him to shoot just flames before, or he can kind of have an aura of protection for those who want to load him and fire him with real gunpowder and metal balls. I have a lot of those. Actually, keep some of the gunpowder. Keep one of the gunpowder barrels in amongst the food. It helps deter rats, and I keep several of them down below deck, and then one of them is under my desk. They're up here at the top. So if we start running low on that one, we have reserves down below.
That's good to know. Because I'm also an artificer, and I have a gun axe.
Oh, fantastic! You've miniaturized the cannon technology. That's That's very impressive. I want to examine that. And she actually like holds up her hands. She's little. She is still asking for that axe.
I will put the 7+ foot axe in her hands.
She 100% like grabs onto it and like kind of maneuvers it in a way that you can tell that she's not bothered by the weight differential. She kind of has to take a wide stance a little bit with it, but she's handling it well. You're pretty sure those gloves have something to do with it as they kind of surge a little bit with energy as she's kind of gripping onto it. But oh wow! And you just hit and twist. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that's really cool.
Yeah. But I was also thinking maybe we could figure out a way to get Buddy to shoot lightning too, because my armor is also artificially.
You figured out how to shoot lightning. Oh wow, that'd be really cool to try and integrate. How far can it shoot?
300 feet.
Good gods, that would be way more accurate. Lightning from 300 feet. We need to compare notes, my friend. By the way, hi, Omer Brandywood.
Erdrin, nice to meet you.
Erdrin, nice to actually meet you too. Officially. You're one of the you got all the green, you're one of the bosses.
Yeah,
That's all right. That's all right. When we're in the shop, we're equals. And she says that with her whole 3-foot chest. You know what I mean? Like she's 3 foot. We're equals.
No, I get it. And he would have said, yeah, don't call me that, please. But yes.
Oh no, just. But yeah, no, just because if. There are people that I will have to help command on the ship as quartermaster, and I wanted to make sure that you were not one of them, because I will address people under me in one way, and people over me I will still address very politely, but I won't try and give you a command. You know what I mean?
Out loud, Akira is going to walk like right up next to Eredrin and be like, "So, everybody can call me Baron, but no one can call you boss? I don't think so, boss."
I mean, you saying that is just giving some sort of parasocial power of me over you, and I don't know if you really want that, Akira. Is that really the path you want to take?
I'm going to do whatever I feel is need to get to annoy you for the next 8 days. So get used to this.
No, you can try.
Oh, those
And
just
this
gonna
is my
look at the
sibling,
artificers and be
Akira.
like, nerds.
As everyone's kind of getting settled in and having these conversations, you actually hear Captain Quince call out, "Jaria, ring the bell. Get us out of here." And she Jaria dings the bell. Avala and Mapak and Twiggy all disengaging ropes, leaving the dock of the Alsfarine shipyard.
Leaving the
Yes.
sails bar.
Okay. Okay.
We're going
And,
on holiday.
And they begin to call out orders, get sails, the propulsion sails oriented correctly, using the wheel storm. You can actually hear one of the things that will be somewhat covering of any sounds that might happen. There is a layer between the bridge and the captain's quarters that you can hear the ropes being pulled back and forth by the turning of the wheel. This kind of hidden mechanism of the boat. On the Silver Sun, it was a little more mechanically driven. The kind of a rudder system out the backside. This one's kind of integrated into that ceiling. So your ceiling is actually a little low for you in that room.
Fair.
But you do hear as the sails begin to turn, and though you can see out the windows as they tilt and pull y'all out, and you see she aims right for the Indara Skyport. As now this is a owned vessel and recommissioned. Taking y'all back to dock properly and get things moving. As y'all start to go out, Omer looks to Eredrin and says, "You wanna see him? You want to see him work?"
Yes, a million times. Yes.
And
yes.
and she walks over, and this glyph kind of appears in her hand as she maneuvers her fingers, and she touches it. Hi, baby. Touches Buddy, and suddenly, kind of between the metal plates, you see glyphs flash to life on the cannon itself, and the teeth that are holding talons, I guess I said, that were holding it in place, suddenly retract, and the wheels come to life, and it starts rolling out onto the deck, and as it rolls out, you see her. She's kind of just like pointing as the glyph work kind of settles onto the back of her hand, and she's just kind of like, that way, not that way, and Buddy rolls out and over to the starboard side, in between Twiggy and Mopok, and points out as the boat is listing hard, a little more to port.
Listing lazily to the left.
Listing lazily to the left.
I got moved.
That's your strategy. Listing lazily to the left.
The cannon is pointing a little high and away from anything that it might be dangerous for. And she says, for this one, a little less gunpowder, a little more action. And she grips her hand, and as she says action, the glyph flashes, and the matching glyphs start at the back of the cannon and rush to the front, and then you see this blast of purple red that goes out for several dozen feet before kind of exploding in the air out there. And it's small. It's not a cannonball firework, but it is a show of magic and force. And to a long and safe journey. And she opens her hand and starts pulling him back, and he kind of twists around. The crew who were not on this boat before, seeing this thing kind of working itself, kind of like make sure to get out of its way as it goes. Twiggy, you see suddenly she's just, ooh, like she is mesmerized by this fascinating object now. No, he and me are tied together, and it's good, you know.
Yeah, I get that. But imagine him, and as I already stated earlier, I do want to try to give Buddy lightning powers later on.
Yeah. If I
will hold my hand up.
We should
shoot lightning up.
You hold your hand up, the gem sliding up your hand, as she sees that, and it's like, oh, I need me some of that, and then suddenly shooting off and up into the air. She sees it go about twice as far as maybe a little more. I forget exactly the range on that, but oh my good winds. Yeah, you definitely need to teach me that one. That seems very useful. I like it. I'll take 5, please.
Deal. Perfectly fine by me.
Can you put 5 of those on one of these cannons? That would be devastating.
You know, I've never tried it, but I do have 2 of these gemstones, so I can shoot from either hand. So I'm sure we could make more.
Oh my lands. Yeah, let's test it on something else first, though, just in case those gems try and explode or something. But I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, 120 feet. How far it went. But I like it. We should workshop that. And flying out and back over to the skyport. You do in fact have the Calliope docking back at Indar's skyport, doing the ceremonial bells and whistles, quite truly. The blood hunters out in the city, having some an early dinner. Dinner before supper, the mid-afternoon dinner.
Hey, at whatever time you can get away, right?
Indeed. Able to find, there is all over this city, there are certain places that you can tell are a little more to do. There are some places that are a little more pubby, right? The pub food kind of thing. And then there are these street vendors that are out there, and it's this kind of thing where they're not affiliated with each other. They don't have some sort of common brand, but there is a commonality to the smell of Marquesian food, of Oncarelian food. Yes, it is a savory that is, especially to you both, very appealing. And being able to find what I would equate to thin pita, but more bready than a tortilla, less thick than a pita.
Non.
Yeah, kind of non. Yeah, non and kind of technically oddly shaped, uniquely shaped, each one, not made to be perfect circles or anything, but these what essentially equate to these long hoagie kind of with or I guess hero where it's where it has the kind of hummus style mash, able to tell them just sear it, basically, and basically as rare as you can get it. But they sear in this spice that you identify that. If you've never been to Marquette before, that this is a spice that you have not really smelled anywhere else. At least the two of you not dining in terribly fancy places before. Other places in the world, this here is one of the most common things. And being able to bite into this, these kind of lamb heroes that are just seared, like not even just like rare enough that they are just outerly browned.
Just how Dante likes it. Still bleeding.
Yeah, real like mostly bled. But you don't get it all out.
It's maybe dying on health alerts and.
Yes, indeed. And both of y'all's bodies being very much attuned to this kind of cuisine, or to rarer kinds of cuisine. But in tasting it, it is an infusion of spice that can only be called all-encompassing. you hear it referred to as Fusaka, and as you bite into it, that lingering smell that are around these street vendors suddenly becomes the inside of your sinuses, where it is it liberates your airways and fills the mouth with just so much spice. Weaker beings might not love it quite so much. People not accustomed to it might not love it so much. But especially for you both with your heightened senses, it is almost tryptophan-y kind of like high of spice as it hits you.
I think Dante's pretty happy about that. He's like, this is like the best steak I've ever eaten. Definitely eating this again.
I think it's lamb.
Perfect 5 out of 7.
Fucking delicious, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as Dante, you know what you're looking for as you continue past the other districts and into the guided district. You see the wall over. Did I bring you all back to this map? No, I didn't. Over here in the crook of the elbow of the guided district, you see the walls, or the wall of. They call it a necropolis. It is basically a outdoor mausoleum, and the final resting places etched into this wall behind a building. The base of this, again, another about at least 150, maybe 250 foot wall of stone along the side of this temple down there. There we go. Where are you? Got it.
7-minute warning.
7-minute warning.
Appreciate.
You see a building that has at the top of it it has at first it could easily be mistaken for a raven, except for the fact that the neck is longer of this bird, and it still has a beak, but where in other places the Raven Queen is known as the Raven Queen, you know, here she is discussed as the Dusk Maven. Rather than raven wings, these are vulture wings. This neck going out, portraying rather than a plain white humanoid mask, a golden face of this vulture, up and looking almost noble in the way it stands there, wings out, kind of looking up and out and over the guided district. And that signals to you the right direction, and knowing that where what's the word? Where Temples of the Dusk Maven are, there too will be Claret orders. Walking up and towards the building, you see just a few buildings down before getting to the kind of gazebo of essentially it looks like it is or it used to be a mansion of a building, now just a overhang and large place to gather, the place that has the vulture above it, but just down the way from it, before you get to that plaza for covered plaza, you see the blood drop and the silver dagger.
Just very quickly before we delve any deeper, I'm pretty sure Storm wanted to join us when we went to the Claret Order.
Oh, okay. You could totally have.
I was under the impression that we were all meeting there after our respective dinners that we were going to. Was my interpretation.
Well, I think y'all were meeting there anyways, but y'all had very specific business to take care of even before that.
Yes,
because Storm has his business, but like,
yeah, two birds.
Micah's business is Micah's business. Yeah.
In case things need to be done or changed or whatever.
And also, maybe not looking connected to a potential outbreak case like Micah might actually help your case. Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's valid too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
appearing
just
separate from Micah might help.
Two birds, one stone type.
I get it, and I didn't think about it till just now.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I had actually thought about that before. So.
Fair enough, man.
Huh.
I gotta go buy a dress for Quintessa first anyway, and a new outfit for the storm. So that's fine. Indeed. I just thought that's fine.
Yeah, things kind of got away from us, so to speak.
All right.
In more ways than one.
It's a big city to do, and definitely all of us had thoughts as to ways today was going to go, but that is the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah,
but that's the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
So, timeline question: we do have a bit of time before the official hoity-toity noble dinner happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
But only 2 minutes left of game.
Exactly. So
we just hand wave the storm, dropping like an extravagant amount of even on an outfit.
For sure, you're able to basically go through the Suncut Bazaar. Going through the Suncut Bazaar on what is essentially a shopping spree. 15 gold a person. You would all look honestly like tourists, but you would look because you're in very fresh, very rich clothes. But you would look like the group of tourists that you are, but well-to-do tourists that are also armed to the teeth.
Olo's still wearing his regular gear. He's not dressing up fancy, by the way. He's just like he don't get it at the moment. Why everyone's
I bought you
dressing up
fancy
for
clothes.
food?
You're wearing them. These are for you, Olo. put them on.
No, I wear these.
Yep.
This
Nope,
is
you can
mine.
put
I
those
wear
back
this
on
all
after.
the time.
Olo.
They don't
Put it back
have
on
enough
after.
moss.
Pockets. It has pockets to put cookies in.
And
I got
you
the
could
bag for
fit-
that now.
And you could put moss on it if you really want.
Yeah.
No, but I don't like to take this off, man. This is what I was left in when I was a baby.
Wear it. Look, wear it over it.
It's held up surprisingly
Wear over it?
well
I
if
can
you
I
think
can wear it
about
over it?
Yes, you can wear it over it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
no,
alright then.
you can keep on. You can keep. Wait, you would have found there's a baby in this?
Yeah, it's my blanket.
That reminds me, ages ago, I know
You
we
took-
have no time left.
You turned your blanket into. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Ages ago, when his last name was mentioned again, I had my hand up for a while, and then I forgot why I had my hand up. But it was because I wanted to do a history check on his name. Can I real quick?
Which one's name?
Snowtop. Hold it on. See if it's like.
Oh
related.
right.
Yeah.
Oh
real
no!
quick.
Oh you asked. Yeah, you asked about after game last time, if I remember correctly.
And then
go
just
ahead.
now, when it was mentioned again, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh right, that's the thing I wanted to do." So
Throw
real quick.
throw high story.
That
Wally
is
does that.
not terrible. I'm gonna burn my inspiration for it because fuck it.
There's only one way to get more.
Right.
But yeah, Ola will say, yeah, I
That's
turned my
not
blanket
better.
into a robe.
Guidance.
Hey.
18.
So with 18, it tingles the side of your mind, and especially like hearing it again, and the glyphs along the side of his head, they are etched in giant.
Right.
You know, the what are those glyphs again?
Life and death, I think you said.
No, it's life and death and light and dark.
Yeah. So yeah.
Whereas light, dark, light, dark, life, death, like on the sides of his head, like you know, like
Quadrants.
like runic
Yeah.
tattoo that just go
Yeah.
from his temples to like the back of his neck.
And
He was born with them, for all he knows.
yeah. And that does strike you. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check too. I like that.
All right.
I promise this is gonna be the last thing. I'll get y'all out of here.
I want guidance this too, because fuck it.
Easy enough. You're pondering. You're pondering your orb.
Nice. The orb worked.
Yeah, you're
I'll cash in a +1. Fuck it. Do it, Teddy.
okay.
Quick.
As
30. Really dirty.
yeah, you like it tingles, and you having that moment of like why does Snowtop seem so familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Why would it? And to you actually remember you remember amongst your clan, the Marin clan.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
The Marin clan is the Marin clan.
Right.
In the same way, in real life, the Howard family is the Howard family. And I say that as there's a Castle Howard in York. And people have married into that family. And it is still Castle Howard. Marin is Marin. But a particularly high honor in the Marin clan is being born into there is even amongst your tribe a upper echelon of society.
Yeah.
And those that can wield magic, they're not shunned. They're not seen as weaker. They are, in fact, celebrated.
For reasons.
Brought when a child is born with obvious magical potential, they are often brought to the highest point one can find in the mountains, the snow top. And you remember that it is known as a snowtop ritual that gives that it is a like celebratory rite, a blessing rite of the Marin clan onto a baby with very obvious magic potential. And then you realize, that's right. The glyphs. Those are a very particular blessing towards one's life. But we'll end with that. Maybe we'll pick up on that next week. Shuffling quickly through, feeling free to describe yourselves in your hot and or cool Marquesian clothes next week. Being brought on a shopping spree, getting ready for dinner, getting ready for going into the Argent Guild and doing what is necessary to ensure one's peaceful, or at least unhunted future.
Fair.
Being the hunter instead of the hunty. But thanks for hanging out, my lord. We have so many people. We're in an ad break right now, but which I can see now. Gosh, it's been a full month since that gift sub. Thanks, boss. But go ahead and do sign off here. Until next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Wait, how much longer is that one? It's like 20. No. Oh, there's so many. There's so many ads. Nice, close.
So now we riff.
But yeah, no, I'm just gonna vamp. I'm just gonna say let's do it for the YouTube, so I don't have to cut this down too terribly much. Y'all know what to hit, you know what to do. But until next time.
Black Lives Matter and trans rights are human rights.
Please remember that kindness is free, and to please, please, please keep going.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, check out the TikTok, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Blue Sky, and all the other good things, and remember to be ungovernable.
Well, I guess
Dennis to sponsor us.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows the lily of the valley, a sunburst of a dahlia, of roses, sharp thorns. But the prettiest, sweetest of the flowers only grows on the farther shore. Sweet tart cherries and blackberries on the bush, bursting with nectar when the peel has been shorn. But the sweetest and most bountiful of orchards only grows on the farther shore. Till it go to the farther shore. That paradise to rest when your old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Wild temptations haunt this earthly coil. Some may resist them, though others can't ignore. But the promises of pure imagination take us all to the farther shore. It must be everything that everyone was promised. It must be all that we could ever want and more. It must be better than the love we leave behind us. They only know on the farther shore. Till it go to the farther shore. This paradise to rest when this old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. I want to hear everybody, come on. Till I go to the farther shore. Till I go now, yeah. Rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. Let me hear you now. To the farther shore. Show a grin, wake the dead. Till I go to the farther shore. Till I go now, yeah. Rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. Let me hear to the farther shore. Let me hear your voices, everyone. To the farther shore. Sing it, everyone. To the farther shore. Thank you very much, everyone. In memory of a friend.